Hello everyone and welcome to the Iron Warrior Cosplay Q&A where we aren't live until we're live! My guest tonight is the wonderful, the incredible you could say, JimCredible! Adam, how the hell are you, my dude? Are you having a good lockdown?
Oh, I'm having a wonderful lockdown.
You're having
It's
a
so
wonderful
much
lockdown.
fun. I just cannot wait. And I just want another year of lockdown. All of the lockdown, please.
It
I have
is.
had one lockdown, but what about second lockdown
What
and
about
third
second lockdown?
lockdown?
Second lockdown is good lockdown. No, this has been nothing but awful, but you know, it's the way it is. Also, my mods are sharing your links in the chat for the Instagram and Facebook of the wonderful JimCredible Cosplay and JimCredible
Yay!
Entertainment as well.
Go click like and make my e-penis bigger. Woo!
Yes, make his e-peen the biggest it's been. See what I did there? See what I did there? Second lockdown, best lockdown, casual prop says. So, we've got a lot of stuff planned for this stream, by the way. Also, right at the end, please stick around for the wonderful announcement that's about to happen. I already know, because I'm the person doing the stream. I already know. But yeah, stick around for that announcement. But before we do, we have questions. I have my standard questions and a new set of questions for the wonderful JimCredible. But the first question I'd like to ask you, and this is a genuine question, is what happened, man? No, I'm joking. I love you, really.
I got old. I got old and tired.
You got old and tired. And I lost my voice again for like the 90th time. I love that. For those of you who don't know, Adam and I have been friends for quite some time now. We've done a few Sci-fi Weekenders together. We've even done a CEX festival together. We've hung around a lot, and we've drunk a lot together too, if I'm right in saying. I don't remember it.
Cosplay is like right, by the way. Don't forget that I am still, because it hasn't run for the last 2 years, the UK air guitar champion.
The UK air guitar champion right here. I remember when you went, they paid for you to go there, didn't they?
Yeah. They paid for me to go to Finland and be in the 2019 World Air Guitar Championship.
The World Air Guitar Championship. Throw some power shovels in the chat. I hope people are liking the power shovels. Iron Within, Iron Without is gone. Power shovels are now in. Power shovels are there for everyone. They look like a guitar. It's like a guitar. It's just you put the thing in it. I even know I made the iron bass, but still, throw some shovels up in chat for Adam there. That's absolutely awesome, dude. Air guitar champion, world champion.
Oh, I'm not world, only UK champion. I failed miserably at Worlds.
World champion. Oh, by the way, we also have some hydrates coming in. Hail hydrate.
Of course, hydrate all night.
And if I'm right in saying you're hydrating with some distilled products of some kind.
Yes, I'm going through. I mean, if I was to say that I'm going to release a mythical beast, that would be one of the versions of distilled product that I would be hydrating myself with.
I love that speech that Davy Jones gives. Not Davy Jones. Is it Davy Jones? I haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean for so long. You know, when he says his big speech, for we who prepare to wake the Kraken, and then the thing goes down, and then the Kraken comes out. So cool. I absolutely love Pirates of the Caribbean. It's so cool. But I do have a bunch of questions for you. We are going to start off with the first question: was when did it all start? Your performing side of things, like what happened in terms of did you want to get into it, or is it something that just fell into your lap and suddenly now you're JimCredible?
Performing in general, I was always just a loud, annoying person who just wanted to yell at people until they either smiled at me or ran away. But the story of what really started me being a full-time performer, like I am / was / I don't know anymore because the world is upside down.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah. I went to Sci-Fi Weekender with a bunch of nerd mates that I'd met because I was working at a pub.
Sci-Fi Weekender family, love it.
Yeah, they invited me to go to Sci-Fi Weekender with them. I decided I was going to cosplay. I had some very nice lady who was a dressmaker make me the Joker suit. I dressed up as the Joker. The costume club, the Galactic Knights, picked me up from my very first con I started doing cons with them for a year. And when Sci-Fi Weekend rolled around again, we were organising the cosplay competition. And me being the loud, possibly slightly drunk person, took charge. My now director, boss, friend, came up to me, who I didn't know at the time, Matt for Area 51, in a bit of a panic, saying, "What's happening? Oh, I don't know. Like, do we need to?" And I just went, "Mate, chill the fuck out. I got this shit," and walked off.
And you literally have had it. Literally, like you've had it there since then. Well, you are the cosplay. You are the cosplay king. Although that one Sci-Fi Weekend 8 or 9. You were running between doing a bunch of things. You looked at me and you said, "Organize these people," and I got up into a chair and organized a bunch of cosplayers in one. Yeah. That was a good.
Yeah, that was the year that it first. It's okay, Naomi. You can slide through. Naomi's just sliding her way through.
Hi, Naomi. I love that.
Yeah, and that's literally how it started. 3 months later, I got a message from Matt saying, "I remember you being a little bit of a TWAT." And saying
you can swear on the stream. It is an 18+ stream. You can swear on the stream.
Basically saying, "I remember you being a bit of a twat," and just thinking that couldn't best happen now. As I was walking away, and then everything had gone, and I'd got it. So he gave me a job, and now I'm here doing all the things, and now I host worldwide. And
dude, that is awesome.
Well, used to do far too much stuff, and I've been to the Maldives 8 times.
8, yeah, you've been to the Maldives 8 times. Every time you post pictures of you in the Maldives, I just hate you that little bit more. But you know, it's not that bad. It's beautiful though. It is beautiful though. Seeing you in the Maldives.
It's absolutely stunning.
It is. It really is seeing you do that. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, because seeing you do your thing at Sci-Fi Weekender, like the first time I went, which was Sci-Fi Weekender 8. Hey, Exeter Cosplays in the chat. I love that. Adam Started was one of my original spotters too. Hell yeah, you were the Harry to Exeter Cosplay, one of David Roth Exeter Cosplay's original spots. I love that. David's in chat. Hey man, I love that. That's awesome. The man himself. So when you started, obviously you said you were Area 51, you did Sci-Fi Weekender, but you also do other events too. I know obviously we did CEX Festival together, but you've also done Download Festival as well, if I'm right.
Yeah. It's all through 51. Everything's 51. They've basically got me everything. But yeah, I've done Download 3 times now. We do a traveling pop-up circus called the Caravan of Lost Souls.
The Caravan of Lost Souls. I was waiting for you to say it because god damn, it is the coolest fucking name. Seeing that picture of you though, in your almost like steampunky style, with the top hat, with the really big top hat and everything, and you look great. Honest to God, you look great. Oh, we've had another hydrate.
Oh no, how terrible. Yes.
But also with that, you've done, obviously you said the Maldives, but what do you do in the Maldives? When you go out to the Maldives, you say you've been to the Maldives, what is the purpose of going to the Maldives other than to have a good time?
I can't tell you. No, I'm joking. So
can you imagine?
Area 51 works with quite a few different islands, but the island that I go to is called Reethi Ra, mainly. I've been to a couple of others, but Reethi Ra is the one that I go to most. If you want to Google Reethi Ra and hate me, go ahead. The island is stunning, just stunning. And we do both New Year and... I don't know, sorry, my dog's running around my feet. She's been outside just
By the way, we also, just so chat knows, we have a doggo alert. We have a doggo alert. Everyone needs to be ready for the doggo. Doggo's name is Tiger. Yeah. Tiger's an awesome doggo.
So we do New Year and Easter for them. And New Year, we do just massive parties for them. It's a lot of, people on stilts, big shows, things like that. And I can honestly say that the fireworks show that they have there every year is the most breathtaking thing I've ever seen. Honestly. But Easter's where the fun's at, because that's when I've been able to go out and be Joker with a bunch of costume
Yeah,
people
yeah.
in the mob.
Actually, here's a random question for you to jump in as well. How many times have you dyed your hair green? Like, properly dyed it? I know you sprayed it once or twice. You just sprayed it green once or twice. But how many times have you properly dyed your hair green? Because you take the Joker to the next level. For those of you who don't know, if you check out the almighty tree of links that Dragonheart has just posted, those are my socials. If you go to my Instagram or my Facebook or my Twitter, you will see the banner for this Q&A. You will see how green his hair is. Like, you have no idea how it is neon toxic waste green. Like, it is, oh my god, it is amazing.
I would probably say I've bleached my hair between 15 and 20 times.
Jesus.
Because I have to bleach it completely, and I leave that bleach on far longer than I should. Bleach it completely down to yellow, essentially. And then I put the green goo on top of it. But I have to do the green every maybe 2 weeks if I really want it to stay its absolute best.
Every 2 weeks, Jesus. Also, Ranger Krieger, people are saying in the chat, it's like, okay, that is very green. Like, okay.
So it got to the point where I had a certain level of green that I had to aim for every time because I'm such a perfectionist on such stupid things. And it was things like, for really big cons that I really wanted to look my best, I bleached my hair 2.5 weeks before, because then that would allow the dark roots to shine through, which darkened down the green and gave me that dark emerald green color, which I preferred.
Madness.
I'm that sad when it comes down to it.
No, honestly, that is awesome. Also, I think Dragonheart just posted a link to the post there, so people can see, like, how green your hair is. Like, that is mad. Also, we have a question from the chat for you, from Nate the Chill Valhallan. It says, what dye was that? Manic Panic?
No, funnily enough, I tried Manic Panic and didn't like it. Everyone kind of was yelling about it. It's directions. Dragonheart, just guessed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I use directions.
Directions.
Apple green, and it's just mwah. I did like. It got to the point where basically, to get a full green, I would just dump a full tub of directions on my hair and leave it until it dried. I'd leave it about 2 hours.
Oh man.
And then wash it.
Is that like safe for your hair, or can that like damage your hair or anything?
Directions can't. No, most of the colors are actually like conditioning colors. It's the bleaching that can damage them. So the way that I used to do it, if anyone's really that sad and wants to dye the hair, how I used to do, I used to shampoo my hair, dry it off, then bleach it. So it was already kind of stripped of all of the oils. Bleach it down to, like, leave the bleach on as long as you dare, not too long or it'll rip the hair out. Wash everything off, dry it again, then put the green on and literally leave it on for like 2 hours. I never really covered it, but you can cover it if you really want. And then when you wash it off, wash it about half off and then lather conditioner onto it while it's still got a little bit of green in it. And that was what, like, I found that would keep the green at the exact color I wanted for about 3 weeks.
Because honestly, because every single Joker I have seen, and I've seen a lot of Jokers, I've done a fuck ton of events. The amount of Jokers I've seen, never, like in any event that I've done, have I seen a hair that green. Like it was so vibrant green. It was madness. It was literally oh my god, meeting you for the first time, couldn't believe it. It was just like, what the... I think I asked you this, and I believe, if I'm right, and I genuinely think I'm right, is I asked you this probably the first time I met you, which was, how long does it take for you to do your Joker makeup?
I got it down to about 20 minutes.
You got it down to about 20 minutes?
Half an hour. Maybe 40 minutes if I was really wanting to make it look good. Oh, by the way, on chat, Dragonheart, Dragonheart. Yeah, you are completely right. You shouldn't bleach after washing. It does hurt a hell of a lot more, but it works so much better. Just, pain, but good pain. Pain for beauty.
Pain, but Joker kind of pain. So laugh manically while it's like boiling your head. But yeah, I absolutely love that. That was a bit of a tangent because I genuinely wanted to know how many times you had done that because I don't think I've ever asked you. Which is what I like about these Q&As because not only can I like ask kind of questions that just come to my head, but it's also kind of like I'm getting to know the person I already know for a long time, even more so when it comes to like small details. Because obviously we've shared a tent, you know, snoring and stuff. I guess was.
Yeah, I didn't really sleep much that night. It was all fine.
Yeah, I apologize. That was
But can we tell the story of that event? Because that event was hilarious.
Do you know what? Do you want to talk about that event? I would love to talk about that.
I will tell the shortened story of the event.
Yes, please do. I love that event.
EX, Sex for short. The electric game company.
And it literally is pronounced sex as well. The advert was on TV and it's literally sex.
I thought sex. What are you? Oh, well, I'm a sex worker. They walk around saying they are sex workers.
Yeah. And we went to Sex Fest.
There's no crack of a smile. That's not even a joke to them. They're sex workers. They run like a festival for all of their staff because they often have younger staff. And they approached 51 and they approached me to say, we need people to run the entertainment, just little side things, keep people happy, blah, blah, blah. And I phoned Duffrig and was like, sorry, I'm burping, sorry. They approached us and I was like, yeah, well, here's all the random things. And it was loads of random little sports things that didn't really work and weren't going to happen if they did it again the next year, but COVID happened. And loads of little fun things. And they were like, right, so prizes. Everyone who enters gets a wristband. And on that wristband is 5 drinks and like 2 food vouchers. But drinks are unlimited and food is unlimited. They just need to keep going back to this tent outside the grounds to go and fill it up. And they're only allowed however many drinks at a time, blah, blah, blah. You two, however, are going to be given the console that can beep drinks onto people. Oh, boy. Yeah, it got to the point, at one point at the bar, I was there and I was like, can I have a double, please? Oh, it'll be 2 tokens. Yeah, no, that's fine. There's my wristband. Beep. You've only got 1 on there. Just 1 second. No. 30 more tokens. I think you'll find there's enough.
Yeah, it was honest to God. I did it. I went up to the bar and I needed to get a drink. I just had some food and I was like, oh, I need a drink. I was just getting a Coke. And I went up to scan it and the guy was like, oh, you haven't got any tokens. I was like, balls. Took the thing out, did it, scanned it. The girl next to me just looked at me like I was God. She was like, yeah, you have the thing? And I'm like, no. But then it wasn't like we weren't noticeable because you had your pineapple suit on, which is the one you're currently wearing now, and I had my Super Mario suit on, which is actually it's a suit, it's a tuxedo type style suit, but it's covered in Super Mario images and stuff. And we both glow incredibly bright under UV light, which is hilarious.
The first day was such hard work because you could tell that people were a bit like, is this fun? I don't really get it. And then we kind of hit it and we're like, no, we're here for the fun times. And we're giving out drinks. It was like, Second day, we had people literally following us around doing every event we were doing just because it would be like, yeah, here's 5 vouchers. Get drunk.
Literally, what's that? You want a drink? Here you go for it. Have fun. Honestly, that event was amazing. I really genuinely, and the weather was fantastic. And we did the, what was it?
They set up a whole row of tents. Like row upon row of tents pre-built.
Yeah. Massive tents.
We got there and they were just like, yeah, the one over there, that's your tent. Okay.
There was honestly,
fine.
We came prepared, but we didn't need to because everything was there. Like it was amazing. The spinning wheel was amazing. The karaoke was amazing. We did those ball games, with the cups and the stacking of the cups and stuff, and we did all sorts of really fun games. The football and stuff as well, and oh man, we did so much. We did the obstacle course. Man, good times, man. Good times. I absolutely love that. Honestly, that was amazing. CEX was great. I want to go back and do it again. Oh, also, what was it? The powders. Remember the powders? We played Take On Me.
Fight.
That was amazing. I've got that. Do you know I still have those videos and pictures on my phone? I haven't uploaded them yet. I need to upload those. Oh man.
Giant paint fight in the middle of the whole thing. Just paint fight. So why the hell not?
Just smoke and dust and different colours everywhere. It was amazing. Oh,
sorry, you got me storytelling. Don't let me.
No. I know that, but the thing is, that's what this stream's going to be. I'm going to ask you questions, and then we're going to go on some tangents. So it's gonna happen. I mean, it's the way it is. It's the way it goes. Right. My next question for you is, so Let's see. Ooh, which one? Yeah, let's go for that one. How did you find your stage persona? Like, was it something that just came naturally to you, or did you build up on it? Did you sort of like write stuff down and think, oh, I could do this or whatever? Because you do you do a little bit of sort of a little bit of like insult comedy, if you will. Like you're really good with the crowd. You're really good with the crowd.
Yeah, I just take the piss.
Yeah,
I'm to be honest. So I started off the name JimCredible started from me doing kids parties. Funnily enough, everyone else.
Adam, you can't hydrate yourself. Stop it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Do you know what? If you want to hydrate yourself. Why not? Go for it. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Carry on.
JimCredible started off from me doing kids parties. And everyone else was like Amazing Alice and DJ Dave and all of that kind of thing. And I was like, well, my name's Adam, but that kind of sucks. And I was like, well, at uni, people called me Jim. That's a separate long story. Don't get me started. So I'm going to be JimCredible. That sounds like a really great name to have. I'm going to go with JimCredible. So I started the parties, and with parties, like kids are so high energy, you've not got a second to think, and the easiest thing to do is a sarcastic comeback all the time because the adults are in stitches and the kids don't really know what's happened. So it kind of formed from there. And then when I was on stage, like I've never really been like a stand-up comedian or anything like that. I'm not particularly funny, or I don't think I am that bad. So it just found that the easiest way of talking to people on stage is just acting like the whole audience is one person. And if you get like 50% of people in your one comment, you've aimed it right. Like that's it. And that if I have, okay, true story. I've had someone come up to me after I got off stage who honestly came up to me and said, you said a joke earlier, and I can't remember what that joke was. You said a joke earlier. Was that aimed at me?
Oh, man.
And I was like, there's like 500 people in the audience. I don't know how many there were. Guessing 500. There's 500 people in the audience. I genuinely don't know who you are. I genuinely don't know you at all. Absolutely not. But that's what I'm aiming for. That if I say a joke and one person in the audience is like, he's talking directly to me. Boom, I've got it bang on.
My favorite one though is sometimes
every person.
My favorite one sometimes is you literally are talking to one person. Like sometimes you'll see someone in the crowd and you'll go shh, like you'll do a joke like, directly to them. And my favorite one is the one you did to I'm really bad. I should remember this, but we haven't been to Sci-fi Weekender in like a year, and I can't remember his name. You remember the kid? Do you remember the kid that John Robinson insulted and gave a bunch of copies of FIFA to?
What he did, the FIFA bomb.
Yeah, the FIFA bomb, and also we carried him across the crowd at the last Sci-Fi Weekender.
Oh, can I say quickly? I can't say the name. Is it Alfhild Windrunner?
Alfhild Windrunner.
Yeah, I follow you on Instagram. Your Valkyria cosplay is just amazing. I don't know why I follow you on Instagram. I think it was a random follow ages ago. But yeah, I'm a Warriors of Chaos player, and when I saw the shield, I was like, I know that.
Chaos!
Yes, absolutely.
Chaos! Sorry. I love that. Chaos! Fuck yeah. Alfild is, if I'm right, is Alfild streaming tonight? I'm not sure. But Alfild might be streaming tonight, and she's awesome. She's awesome. She's in chat right now. Also, she posted on Instagram, you can't speak about the fans that are only on Instagram. You can't like tag it and stuff like that because Instagram doesn't like it. And she put up the best post, and it was like, oh, I'm posting this or whatever. There's a discount on my air conditioning page.
Wow. Yeah, because, they would be fans.
Because that ruined me. That ruined me, honestly. Oh, no, not on Thursday. Well, that's fine. I really genuinely want to say welcome to the stream then, because, like, it's nice having you here, like, not before a stream. It's really nice. I love that. Welcome. I love it. We have a question.
That was just a random thing. I noticed that person wanted to throw some positivity, because, like, I don't even know why I've got you on Instagram. It was completely just, it probably popped up as here's a person you might know, and I've gone, hey, they make cool stuff. Follow.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, Alfield awesome. Alfield is awesome. We have a question from the chat. I'm not sure if you know this person. You actually might do, actually. It's DC Theo Models. I'm not sure whether you might know DC Theo Models.
Doesn't ring well. No.
I want to cosplay. Does Adam have tips for those who struggle going on stage and speaking to crowds?
Practice. Practice, 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 practice.
Yep, literally that.
Yeah. The hardest step to take is the first one, which is not something you should say to someone who's suicidal. Just saying. But take the step, get yourself on stage. Like you've been like, I'm joking, by the way. Obviously, I do know DZ.
Yeah, no. By the way, we're joking. That is Daniel Theophani, who has been on the stream in season 2, Electric Boogaloo. He was here. We were chatting about his Epion and stuff. He's awesome.
Dan, I'm seeing what you said in chat. Shut the hell up. You aren't a nobody. You make kick-ass costume. And I've been with you on stage when you've taken the microphone and you've been good at hosting. Like, when it comes to hosting, just confidence is 90% bullshit until you've got it.
Absolutely. Honestly, you do the head tilt, Adam. Yeah, God, every time you do that, it is sexy. Do you know what? Throw some positivity up. DC Theo Models, if Ranger of Krieg or Dragonheart, if you could go to like Facebook and Instagram and get DC Theo Models links and shove them in chat, people can go and see how awesome his stuff is. They need to understand what we're talking about. So go do that. Yeah, Ranger of Krieg has already done it. Hell yeah, there you go. Ranger of Krieg has already done it. Absolutely awesome. Extra cosplay creepy look. I'd say it's quite sexy. It's more like, I can't do it. I don't have like, you have this jawline here that just like it, and it go, when you do that thing, it goes very pointy because like your skin gets pulled up by your cheek and it's just like. Shing.
It's also when I realised that I have a really large nose.
Dude, so do I.
Now when it goes out here, boom.
Honestly, look at that. Evil Ted Smith is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Ted Smith. How the hell are you doing, Ted? Oh my god. I was on his stream earlier before we had to go out, and I was in the workshop. We were just chatting about him. And we were watching him on stream, and he did another shout out to me. I love him. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's going to be building a helmet on his stream soon. Also, if you guys haven't already, go to YouTube and find Evil Ted Extra. I think it's Evil Ted Extra. Ranger of Krieg or Dragonheart can go find that for us. It's Evil Ted Extra. It's he does like coffee talk and stuff, and I'm hoping to be on it. I think that'd be really cool. But we'll see. Hey, Jim, by the way, people who are going to get confused, right? This chap is the wonderful Adam, okay? But people call him Jim because he is JimCredible or JimQuizzical, which brings me on to my next question even, the crappy quiz. The JimQuizzical quiz of crap that I absolutely love. With the spelling mistakes and the wrong answers, the crap quiz is the best.
That quiz, it's really quite sad, is the best creation of my career. I like, hands down, so the quiz is the point where I knew I could host and make just about anything entertaining. That was my boom. I've got it. I've got my character down. I've got things down here. Like, absolutely.
100%.
And that, for those of you who don't know, this all started at Sci-Fi Weekend, where we used to have a quiz that was notoriously hard.
That's the one. Ridiculously hard.
Sci-Fi London used to do it, and it was impossible. Like, just ridiculous questions that no one would know, and it was just very kind of done straight. And he stopped going there, and I picked it up and was like, I'm going to do the quiz now. FYI, I'm going to do the quiz.
One of the best parts about that is the Star Trek question, the infamous Star Trek question.
Yeah, that was the first big quiz.
Yep.
To be fair, I knew that I'd done something good when John Robertson stormed the stage to get a microphone to take the piss. Because then I feel like I've made entertainment. If no one else enjoyed anything, I've had someone storm the stage to steal the microphone off me. Like that. If I'm giving those feelings to people, I've entertained. But that all started because I'm dyslexic, and English is really not my strongest point when it comes to writing it down.
Same. It is ridiculous.
And I despise proofreading and reading over everything I've written, because I have learned from a very long life of failing English. Well, no, failing English writing, but passing English speaking. I what I write down is not what I speak, and it's anything like that, and it just sucks. So I made a point of just making it like, that's it. I'm going to write this quiz. I'm not going to double check it. If people want to take the piss, it gives me something to bounce off of during. If I make a mistake, I'm the quiz master. Screw you. I'm right.
And what was the question that you got the answer wrong to, and everyone was just? By the way, do you know what question he got the answer incorrect to? Was a Star Trek question.
No, it wasn't the answer that was wrong. What? No. It was the question itself.
Oh, it was the question itself in front of.
I had written
the biggest group of Star Trek nerds.
Star Trek generation.
Yeah, I remember.
In the original Star Trek generation. And it was so bad that John Robertson changed the dark room for the night after when he was performing it, and picked someone in a Star Trek cosplay so they'd pick that. And one of the options after they picked that was the original Star Trek generation.
The original Star Trek generation. It was amazing.
I forget what the actual question was now. I just remember original Star Trek generation.
But so many Trekkies in the crowd were the angriest I've ever seen. Like, they were full on nerd raging. It was amazing.
But that was the thing, you know, if they want to be angry, fine. The funniest thing was, like, the day after on Facebook, someone had put a comment up that was like, "Never let this man do a quiz again." And there was something like 30 comments. Yeah, there was something like 30 comments underneath it that were like, "What are you talking about? That was hilarious.
Hail
that was
Hydrate.
The most fun." Oh, Hail Hydrate. Yeah. That was the most fun we've had doing a quiz. Like, you didn't get into the fun of it. And I feel like now, like, the quiz that I did in Sheffield had 66 teams in the room. We rammed out that room. I was like, right, I have got something good here.
Yeah.
When I did the dank room.
The dank room! Do you remember the dank room?
So, for those of you who haven't done any of my quizzes, each round is 9 questions with a 10th silly question or bonus question. And I've done Jolly Coat, where I had Jolly Boat come on stage and sing a song, and during that song, someone from your team had to wear as many coats as possible. I have Sink or Swim, where I throw random fruit or veg or items into water, and you have to predict whether it's going to float or not.
Honestly, the greatest quiz.
Texas Shootout's quite a fun one, where I've got the old, like, Takeshi's Castle rings that I've made on their head, and people just have to shoot each other with Nerf guns. And then the dank room, which spent far too much time making.
Honestly,
just.
Dude. Yeah. Do you know what, right? You are JimCredible, right? You are the incredible Jim. But honestly, Jim Quizzical, you are like the quiz king. You're like the quiz master. Like you guys haven't witnessed. If you haven't been to Sci-Fi Weekender and witnessed this for yourself firsthand and been a part of it, you need to come to Sci-Fi Weekender when it's on next and just attend one of the quizzes. Although attending one of your quizzes hungover is also hilarious.
Where are these? Oh my God, Sci-Fi Weekender. Google Sci-Fi Weekender, do the thing.
Sci-Fi Weekender, yes, Sci-Fi Weekender. Actually, mods, get a link to Sci-Fi Weekender from Facebook and go on, and it's Sci-Fi Weekender, and it's the page, and then go on there. That is absolutely awesome. Right.
Yeah. Alfred, drop me a message on Instagram, and maybe we can talk about having you as a cosplay person at Sci-Fi. Just saying, because I've seen the cosplay. You'd have to bring Valkyria, though, because I want Valkyria the Bloody, because she was one of my favorite models and her rules were ridiculous. Dude. But she had Fly, which couldn't join units, which meant she got shut down really easily, which made me super sad.
Like, honestly, if Alfhild does come to Sci-Fi Weekender, it'll be me and her and David as Warhammer cosplayers, then Harry, because Harry's coming too, because Harry's my spotter. We're going to have so many Warhammer cosplayers there. It's going to be like a mini Warhammer Fest. It's going to be amazing. Thank you, Dragonheart, for posting Jim's links, and also the link to Sci-Fi Weekender. Sci-Fi Weekender is literally a 4-day weekend of cosplaying and heavy drinking. It's the only event I ever drink at. It's literally the only event I ever drink at.
Sorry, Duffrey. If you were interested about the randomness of my quizzes, and were wanting to see firsthand the randomness of my quizzes, stay to the end for the amazing announcement.
Yes.
You might be able to on very soon.
Stay to the end. Stay to the end of the stream. You will not regret staying to the end of the stream. Your eardrums will thank you. We've got so many viewers, man. This is awesome. I absolutely love this. Adam was nice enough to post onto the Sci-Fi Weekender page saying, "Come watch this stream," because that was absolutely awesome, and I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So right. Questions. Otherwise, we're not going to get through any of these questions.
Sorry, but, we've gone through like 2 questions and we've been going for like 35 minutes.
Whip cracking. My dude. Adam does so many amazing things, but one of the things I genuinely love is he going to go get it. One of the things I genuinely love is he cracks whips, and he can just like over the head, under, like he does a bunch of different whip cracking stuff, and it is absolutely amazing. His whip, if I'm right, when he comes back, was made by a friend of his. Oh, yeah. Who made that for you, you said? It was a friend of yours, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lovely fellow called Edmundo, who is able to crack a whip onto a samurai sword, pull the samurai sword out of its hilt, and then catch it behind his back. He's ridiculous.
That is a question. How much room do you have in your house right now?
My whip. I might get told off.
Damn. Okay, that's fair enough.
I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah. There you go. There's a little one. Although when he did it outside at Sex Fest, he spun it around his head and cracked it. And the 3 people who were standing by the cabin who were sorting all the tents and stuff out jumped out of their skin. It was hilarious. They literally jumped out of their skin. Honestly, by the way, questions from the chat. We have questions from the chat. Caxor, question to Jim. When you smile, do you get a fling sound? You know when you do and you go, shing, like fling? That's kind of cool. I like that. We also have a question. DC Thea Models, Iron Warrior Cosplay. Do I have to start a 40k cosplay now? Yes, you do. But before you do, you need to, there's a certain hammer. Oh my god, Evil Ted. No, not Sex Fest. Oh my god. So there's a company in the UK. There's a company in the UK called CEX, which is like Charlie Echo X-ray. And they do like you go there and you can like trade in your old consoles and you can trade in your old games for new or phones, that kind of electronics and games and stuff. Like you can trade them in for money and then you can go in and buy them cheap. But it's called CEX. But the thing is, the actual advertisement on TV is it's called sex. It's CEX, and it's literally sex. They don't say CEX. And they have a festival for their staff every year called CEX Fest, which is Sex Fest. It's madness. So the people who actually work for CEX, as Adam said earlier, they are sex workers.
Yeah, they literally call themselves sex workers.
Oh my god, I can't believe that.
There is no comedy there.
My mod just sent me the question. He was like Evil Ted Smith, Sex Fest, question mark, at Iron Warrior Cosplay? And I'm like, oh no. Before Evil Ted starts thinking, like, this man's a strange person, I was on his stream.
Right, I've just got to say, by the way, Mr. Krieg, Slanesh would come out of the woodwork if Slanesh wasn't the worst god.
Oh my god, Evil Ted just said I was ready to go to Sex Fest. Oh, Evil Ted Smith, I am so happy. This is the best, honestly. Oh, I love the fact that I could just be like, just got Evil Ted in my stream. You know how it is. Me and Adam were chatting away. Evil Ted in stream. It's fine. He just watches my streams. I love that.
Can we just how Slanesh is the worst god?
Oh, Slanesh. I'm not gonna lie. Slanesh is a good. Slanesh is cool. Nurgle's also good. They're all good. They're all the Chaos Gods are good. I like them all.
Horny boy, like, There's 2 good gods. Let's be honest. There are only 2 good gods.
Which are the 2 you think are the 2 only good gods?
I mean, that's my boy Nurgle, because who doesn't want -1 to hit? That's right. I'm an old school fantasy player. Let's do this thing. And Corn. You want to be angry all the time and hit stuff.
Corn for the cornflakes. Milk for the cornflakes.
Yeah.
Skulls for the corn.
Hell yeah.
I love that. No, honestly, I'm a big Chaos player. You know that. Chaos is like any Chaos for me. Like Chaos, any of them. I like them all. They're all. Zinch is awesome. Come on, Zinch is cool.
Yeah, I was a Warriors of Chaos player. The only thing that Zinch. Sorry for anyone who doesn't know about 40k. You're just gonna have to live with it.
Actually, a lot of my chat know about 40k.
No, not 40k. Sorry, fantasy.
Yeah,
because I was a
fantasy's a different thing.
I was a fantasy. The only thing that Zeech was good for was having a war shrine, 125 points. You could give it a 10-point mark of Zeech, which meant it had a 3-up ward save. Any damage that came 3-up, the whole thing goes away. I had a 125-point war shrine defeat an over 1,000-point elf on a dragon once.
Bruh.
And it was beautiful. Yep. I bonked the dude on top once and I charged it, which means technically I won the battle by 1 because I managed to save every single one of my ward saves. It didn't run far enough. I killed it in the turn.
Look how he's so proud. I love it. I love that. Oh, actually, speaking of Warhammer and stuff, that obviously we were talking about 40k and obviously you talk about fantasy and stuff. You've been painting a lot of your lovely little models recently, haven't you? If I remember rightly.
Yeah. I haven't painted for years. And during lockdown, I was like, I'm going to paint stuff because I started playing Blood Bowl. Funnily enough, the laptop is currently on all of my Blood Bowl boxes because I can make it look good. But do you want me to get a model out?
Well, yeah. If you have a painted one that you could show us, I'd love that.
Oh yeah, I have my full So you can tell me how terrible I am at painting. But yeah, look, Blood Bowl box.
Blood Bowl! Love it, absolutely. Honestly, there are a bunch of people in chat who absolutely love that kind of stuff. Magic Phase was savage from Exeter Cosplay. Dude, the original Nagash and his undead hordes were best. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all pretty cool. Honestly.
Nagash's special rules when he used to, there was like a story and it was like, for every unit around him, roll a d6. On a 4-up, that unit is now yours. Lol.
It's like, there we go. That's mine now. I absolutely love that. Check them out. Dude, your model paint skills are literally the best. I love them. Look how pretty that is.
No, I mean, I'm basic. That's my crocs.
Hey, honestly, my model painting is poor, trust me. Like I prefer big model painting. like there's no problems with needing a detail brush for this. You just use a big brush. It's fine. Big power hammer? No, tiny power hammer. No, big power.
Like the feathers you can't really see, but they're what
they fade, don't they? From yellow to like orange, don't they? They're really nice. Also,
yeah.
I like the lizard boys from Ranger Creek. I like the lizard boys.
Oh yeah, obviously they're lizard boys because they are the best Blood Bowl team. Who doesn't want 6 people that are strength 4 punching people, a giant crocs that can punch people even harder, and then 4 of these bad boys running around just being like, ha, never gonna catch me.
Well, actually, funny thing, right? Tabletop 40k though, people think I play Iron Warriors. A lot of people are shocked that I don't play Iron Warriors because they're too expensive. I actually play Mechanicus and Skitari is what I actually play, and I think that's really cool. Oh, we have a question. Question to Jim: if you could own a Warhammer 40k suit, what would it be? Who would it be, and what would you be? Like what faction and what chapter? Sorry, what chapter?
Suit or a suit of armor?
Like a Space Marine, like David, myself, and like many other Space Marines I know.
No. If I could have any suit, I'd have one of those kick-ass Crisis suits on Tau.
What?
I want a Riptide.
Tau? Get out of the chat.
I want to be a Riptide. I want 2 more people either side of me, and I want to walk into a convention going, yeah, Tricktides, motherfucker.
Ah, bruh.
And I realize very joke, and either people are going to lol because they're Tau players or hate me because they're 8th gen against Tau.
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't think there's many people in chat who like Tau, but hey ho, it's the way it goes. But genuinely, though, if you could have any Space Marine chapter, though, if you had a Space Marine suit, what Space Marine chapter would you pick, and what suit would you pick? Would you go for like a Terminator, or would you go for like your standard Space Marine like I have, or?
Oh no! I tell you what, I would. I'd go basic Terminator, but like the huge ones, I'd go Thunderhammer and Storm Shield.
Oh, so for the standard Space Marine, you'd go like your standard Space Marine, but for the Terminator, you said
I go full Terminator, Thunderhammer, Storm Shield.
Thunderhammer, Storm Shield.
Any dude who can barely walk but is still holding a melee weapon is just right there at the top of my book.
I like that. That is awesome. Thank you.
I love that in lore they changed to the marine armor and the Primaris armor now, because even though the Terminator armor was better, it was slower, and they needed to move quicker, and blah 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 blah. And they still decide to have melee Terminators.
Hey, honestly, they hit like trains, my dude. They hit like trains. They're the bomb. I love that.
Can I tell you about my old favorite model when I was playing Fantasy?
Hell yeah, please do.
So I was a Warriors of Chaos player, and I just was not fun to play. I had a rule of 3, so I used to have a huge block of warriors, a huge block of knights, and a demon prince that I made, who I called the Glory Hole Fucker.
Okay, why?
Because he was designed to walk up to walls, basically just put his wang inside it and stand there. Because he couldn't lose combat. Yeah, he couldn't lose combat because of broken rules. He had everything on him to just survive, and he literally just used to walk up to like 1,000-point blocks of men and just stand there and just be like, "Oh well, I guess I've killed 2 of you. Oh, you've done no wounds to me. Well, looks like I win the combat. Oh wait, no, I don't. It doesn't matter." And that was it for the whole game. He just stood there. It was amazing.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm a terrible human being.
Do you still have any of your like older models?
Yeah, they're all upstairs.
Awesome.
Oh no, actually, I think I had one case full stolen, which was really annoying.
Ooh, a case stolen?
One went missing, one went to a friend who I don't know if he's even still got it, which kind of sucks. I do have my like 50-man unit of Nurgle Marauders, which look pretty cool.
Nice. Nurgle's awesome. Nurgle's pretty cool. We have a Hydrate from Merlin.
Yes.
Thank you. We also have a question from Lynette Cosplay. What is?
Boring. I do apologize.
Dude, this is the best. This is so chill. The amount of questions we're getting through is crazy. The amount of questions we're getting from chat is insane. Lynette Cosplay. What is your best Warhammer model that you've painted, Jim?
Ooh, I've not got it anymore because that's one of the ones that went bye-bye, and I was very, very angry about it. So apart from that, the one that I showed you, the little clits, there's a whole story there. Don't worry about it. Long story short, Blood Bowl game, made a team, random name was Clits. It became the champion, so Clits is now in every single one of them. And it was computer generated. Its name is Clits. It's Clits the Destroyer. And now there's Clits Junior the Missile. And I forget, there's a third Clits, but they didn't do that well. Clits, because those feathers, man, I put so much time into those feathers to get the color gradient. I was very happy about it.
Dude, they look amazing. Well, we were on stream once while you were painting them, weren't we?
What was that? Sorry.
We were all chatting a bunch while you were painting them one time, weren't we?
Oh yes, well, I was painting them up. Yes, yeah, that's true. Your like however many hours? 24 was it? 12 hours?
I did a 12 hour. Yeah, I did a 12 hour. Yeah. That was awesome.
Other than that, Village the Curseling. I had the model and I loved it. And I think I spent 6 hours alone one day. I just fell in love with the model. And awesome. Essentially, it's very Warrior of Chaos. It's a big fat guy in armor. And his brother, who's meant to be evil, whistling guy, Tzeentch gave him magic powers, stuck him to the back of his brother. And yeah. And he's got like feathers that go all the way down his back and all the way down the back of the model. And I made those feathers pearlescent.
Do you have a picture of these models at all? I'd love to see a picture of that.
Probably somewhere, but I don't think it does it. Honestly, I got this model down. And as you span the model, his back feathers changed from dark purple to gold, depending on how you were looking at it.
Depending on where the light was coming from.
Yeah, and I was so happy with that. And now I don't think I have it anymore, which makes me super sad.
You can get another one. Your painting skills have improved since then, probably.
Maybe.
You should get another one. You should get another one, paint it and put it in like a nice cabinet or something. That'd be really nice.
I mean, I've got 3 more teams of Blood Bowl to paint that I haven't got around to yet.
More Blood Bowl. I absolutely love that. We have a question from what's it? Dragon Heart. Oh, we have a question from one of my mods. And it's what's this question? Oh, I don't think I'll ask that one, Dragonheart. I don't think I'll ask that one. I'll ask Adam another question instead. Yeah, I think that's the best thing. No, I'm joking. I'm winding her up. She's gonna get so mad. So she wants to know where my fluffy butt is. I want to see Tiger. Can we see the doggo? She's spamming like in our admin stream chat. She's spamming ask and I'm gonna punch you. I'm just gonna reply with a thumbs up. There, just a thumbs up. Cheers. Here we go.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Doggo stream.
And then she'll come back in.
Doggo stream. Are you guys enjoying the stream so far? Because I am actually having a proper blast. I haven't spoken to Adam properly in such a long time, and it's really, really nice to be able to just sit here and chat to him. Here we go. It's time for the Doge.
See if I can put it on the chair. Oh, ignore the... I'm moving house, by the way, so ignore the...
Oh, yeah. He is currently moving house. Look! Doggo! Look! Oh, he's not happy. There we go. Look at that. I love Tiger. Adam actually commissioned name tags and stuff from me. I laser cut some name tags and stuff for Tiger. He's so cute. Oh, look at that. I love Tiger. Give him a big hug from everyone. Give him a big hug from everyone. Love Tiger. I'm not gonna lie. Is it not the best stream ever when suddenly there is a doggo? Doggos are just... They make the stream a billion times better.
I have given Tiger her biggest wish, which is to be allowed outside at all times.
There we go. So, more questions for you, Mr. JimCredible. More questions for you.
Not literally.
Oh yeah, a bunch more. You're gonna love this, right? What is your favorite cosplay that you've done? And this also counts, by the way, the outfits and the costumes that you have when you're working for like Sci-fi Weekender or Area 51, etc.
So I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't say Joker, because Joker, let's be honest,
absolutely,
thing that I'm always in whenever I'm doing things, because I love it. People seem to love it. I genuinely didn't think that people were gonna be as big about it as they were. I'm going to be honest. When I first put it on, I was like, oh, cool. And then I think it was as I was arriving for the first time on Sci-Fi Weekender, someone who was waiting in a queue just kind of said quietly, but obviously I heard him, and was like, oh, that's how you cosplay, or something like that. And I was like, oh, I look good. And I never looked back.
Honestly, when you do that, when you do your makeup and you do your hair, when you do that angry, when you do that, when you've got your makeup on and everything, it's a little bit terrifying. It is, and it's really awesome. It is so cool. But then what's really funny is you stop doing that, you do your normal face, you just start chatting to people are like, oh, he's just like a really chill, really nice guy. You just chat to him, he's like, oh, he's super chill, he's fine. And just buy him all the drinks. What do we say normally? Adam doesn't drink. He also doesn't lose his voice at Sci-Fi Weekender of course not.
No, I never drink, I never... No.
Although...
my most favourite thing that I've ever been in, a few Halloweens ago, it's on my Facebook page somewhere. Basically, I needed to just look like the Slaughterer, and the makeup artist was like, hey, you look like the Joker. I'm going to do Joker-y type makeup to you. And I was like, great, this is going to be super fun. It's totally different from what I normally do. But it was like I had huge New Rock boots on, leather trousers, proper, like, everything. And there's a picture of me in front of a fire holding a giant knife, and that picture looks so good.
Is that on your Facebook or your Instagram?
That's on my Facebook, I believe. I don't.
If one of my mods want to message each other and just be like, "Do you want to go get it? Or am I going to go get it? Do you want to go get it?" If one of you can go get that picture, if you want, there's no rush.
Oh, it's on Instagram.
It's on Instagram. It's also on Instagram. If you can get it from Instagram instead of Facebook, that would be even better. Also, casual props. Yeah, pretty much. Not sure if Jim Carrey or Joker face.
So, funnily enough, the side story I said I wasn't going to do earlier, the reason I'm JimCredible is because my nickname at uni is Jim. The very first day of uni, a very loud, obnoxious girl walked into the very first class and just looked up in our lecture hall and went, "Oh my God, you look just like Jim Carrey. I'm sitting next to you." And I was Jim for 3 years straight.
Jim. Although,
yeah, to the point where in third year I was living in a flat with 3 other people. Now, bearing in mind these are all my friends. My parents arrived and went, "Is Adam around?" And she said, "No, there's no Adam that lives here." Yep.
Bruh.
They'd known me for 2.5 years and didn't know my real name.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah, that's how much I was. I was Jim.
Oh my God. We have the link. The link is now in chat. If you guys want to click that link, Ranger Creek, thank you so much for posting that. I think this is the right one. If you want to have a look at it, Adam, and confirm if that's the right one. Also, he's going to get the doggo back in. Also, we have a slight change to the schedule. While Adam's sorting out the doggo, I thought I'd mention this. We have a slight change to the schedule where I've had 2 people who were planned for different streams. They have dropped out. They have had to, other things have come up, or they've decided that, that they're not quite up for doing it, which is perfectly fine. It's why I don't post like a big list of like who's going to be on and what dates and stuff, because like people change and stuff like that. So what I've done instead is there are 2 streams I'm going to be doing. Like on the days I do to every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm going to be doing something different. So one of the streams is going to be not an Iron Warrior cosplay Q&A. It's going to be an Iron Warrior something. I have already got some plans like ready to go and in the mix. I've just got to get a few people together, and you guys are going to love it. But I'll be posting the announcements closer to those dates. So yeah, welcome back, Adam. Mr. JimCredible.
And play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, because that game rocks.
Oh, Keep Talking Nobody Explodes is awesome. I printed out the manual and took it to a party, and we did it on a big projector on the screen, and the person who was doing the manual had to be turned around. You know when you're looking at it and you have to read the thing off, and the person defusing the bomb can look at the bomb, and the person not defusing it has to read the manual. It was awesome.
This is why I've got Oculus now, so I can play that at parties, and people have the person watching the Oculus.
Oculus are awesome. Some random in my chat, some random guy, Jim Quizzical, has redeemed hydrate.
No idea.
Some redeemed hydrate.
Clearly
so
not.
I guess we should drink. I love you, man. Honest to God, it's hilarious.
I try and be entertaining. I fail miserably, but I try.
Dude, you're doing great. Honestly, this is a fantastic stream. I'm having such a fun time. So your favorite events. If you had to list, like, from the best event, like, your favorite event, like, first, second, and third. First, second, third. What's your, like, first event that you really like, the second favorite event, and the third sort of, kind of, it's a good event, but,
Sci-fi.
Hell yeah.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
And sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Sci-fi. And sci-fi in the city?
No, I mean, obviously Sci-Fi Weekend is at the top.
Sci-Fi Weekend is the best.
I genuinely, if I managed to make a career from, say we got so popular we were doing like 6 sci-fis a year.
My liver would be screwed.
I'd be a very happy person. That would be just because it's like nothing else. Nowhere else has nighttime entertainment.
Yeah,
it's even worth. It's an afterthought. It's just it hurts me that it's an afterthought. That you've got, okay, you might say 80% of the people that go to a con are interested, and it's just annoying because that 80% could be having the most memorable time.
Yeah.
And the 20% are only there for the day anyway, so they're having their memorable time. But yeah, funny enough,
oh, sorry.
I see that. I said that before I worked for Sci-Fi Weekender.
I think you,
I realize I now work. I work with the company and work with whatever, but I know I work there. But I said that before. Second, apart from the annoying children that want to do all of the memes, Insomnia.
Oh, Insomnia! Yeah, Insomnia is a good event.
Insomnia. Yeah. I love that event. I used to go there all the time. I used to be in cosplay there and all that. Oh, Tiger is squeaking at me. I need to let her upstairs.
Ah, I love that, doggo. I love that. My
Oh,
my liver would be screwed. At least some part of you would be. I am like a shark. When I smell blood, I bite. Oof, oof, bruh.
Rude. There's some part of me.
Oh, hey! Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah, Insomnia is another one that is different and has nighttime entertainment and is, a great thing. Oh my god, sorry, I just saw extra cosplays. Yes,
We've had good
where
times
we
at
did the quiz,
Insomnia.
and it was me, you, and Tabby, and we drank, and it was ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, it's another one of those like. Instead of telling people they're going to have a good time and telling them that they can have a good time, it's let's just give them an attitude.
Yeah.
Let's just give them a time where they can have fun and make their own memories and have a great time. It's fantastic.
And like I was going to say, the best thing about Sci-Fi Weekender is the fact that it's all on site. Like, you have your caravan there, you don't have to drive, so you can get as drunk as you want, you can walk back to your caravan, it's perfectly safe, and everyone has a good time. And I don't think there's ever been a Sci-Fi Weekender where, like, it's been shit, ever. There's not one Sci-Fi Weekender I've been to. Even the Sci-Fi Weekender, the last Sci-Fi Weekender, where I was sick as a dog, I still happily,
there's been somewhere the entertainment might be weaker or whatever. But yeah, and I hate to say it, but like third place is kind of every other big con.
I get what you mean. Sci-fi for me is number one and will always be number one. Like, yeah, honestly,
they're all kind of the same now. You go to London MCM, and the thing that you see is, oh, well, we'll go to the Fox and drink. You go to like Birmingham MCM, it's the same as London MCM, just in a different place. All of the other big ones, it's literally just, we'll go to this convention. It's going to be big with all the same kind of stuff, and then we'll go out for a night out afterwards, I guess. And it's all the same, and it really annoys me because they show it different, but in such the same ways constantly, and it just it hurts the entertainer in me because it is just such an obvious way of making things more interesting.
We have quite a valid question here from DC Theo Models. Will Tiger be at the next Sci-Fi Weekender? Yes is the only answer to this.
So I keep telling them that I need to make sure that I class Tiger as a performer, then I can have Tiger there.
My emotional support doge.
Yes. No, because Tiger can do a load of tricks. Obviously, she's a bit tired now, but yeah, she can do a load of tricks. So I'm hoping I can be like, she's a performer. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Also,
DC Theo Models, JimCredible, extra cosplay. I guessed it at Insomnia after, and man, they had some rules. I am guessing inspired by you.
Yeah, so probably. When I used to go there, it was like, oh, Adam, we'd like you to guest and, maybe do some stuff and this, but we don't have any money. So I used to walk in and be like, I'm going to get all the shit that I need for free. Like, I'm just going to be that guy. And I used to get tickets to the pub quiz for free. I used to get literally everything I could for free, get myself places and do what I could. And
that's the best.
Yeah, like I love the guys that used to run it. They never seem to. It sounds really horrible. I don't want to bring the stream down, but they never seem to support me or like me.
I get you.
And I'm like, I'm bringing in a lot of entertainment. I'm making a lot of people happy. Like, what are you not liking here? Other than I'm taking things out of your control.
You never know. That might be the thing. They might be They might be that type of event where they have to have control of everything. You never know.
Yeah. I'm making. No, it was specifically to like the cosplay area. I'm just like, I'm making things good here. Why are you not listening? Like.
But no, you're not bringing the stream down because there's always a good side and bad side. Like for example, like one of the questions I have for you is like, what's your favorite part of cosplay? And obviously the other side of the coin is, what's your least favorite part of cosplay? So there's always a good and bad to everything. But if I could ask you though, what is your favorite part of cosplay?
Bringing a smile to people's faces. That's it. Literally, that's it. Whether it's me being a dick or someone coming up and asking me for a question. By the way, me being a dick, I mean me being like funny and then smiling.
Yeah, when he says him being a dick, he just means him being Adam, him being Jim. Jim's great.
I say I'm a terrible person. I'm not really a terrible person. It's just a line that I like to say. What I actually mean is I'm terrible at being a person, not that I'm actually terrible.
I like that.
Kind of,
I like
My favorite thing in cosplay is it's costume and role play. Like role play the character a little bit and have some fun, and play around a little bit. Like make people happy. That's what we're there for. It's none of this kind of, oh well, I need to make sure I'm taking the right shots because I need to sell as many pictures as possible. Like really, like if you want to make that your career, sell some costumes. Like if you're that great at making costumes, build some costumes, sell them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Make a career. I've never been one. Not that I'm against if people want to sell prints and prints work and whatever.
Prints do work. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but the amount of people that I've seen at a convention and they're like, "Oh, I'm guesting as a cosplay guest." Like, well, what are you going to do for the whole there? You're being there, whether you're being paid or whatever. You're there. You probably had a hotel room and you're being paid travel and whatever. You are sat behind your desk saying, "Here's my prints," and maybe talking a little bit.
Yeah.
Great. What entertainment? I mean, this is very personal to me, but what entertainment value are you bringing to that?
See, that's what I love about that is because I've actually I've had some people tell me it's just being like, oh, you guest at so many events or whatever, but you take your suit and you do almost the same thing all the time. It's like the reason I go to these events and the reason that people ask me to continue to go to these events over and over again is because I do upgrade stuff. I do make new stuff. You know me, I'm constantly making stuff and like upgrading stuff and having like this kind of that. But I take the Space Marine to cosplay events and stuff like that because the amount of people who actually ask me to attend these events, they like the fact I get into the suit and I go around and entertain people. Like, for example, we go out to the queue. Harry and I will walk the whole queue. We'll entertain people. We walk around and entertain. We do the Q&A panels, and occasionally we are behind the table when we take a break. But most of the time, we're out cosplaying. We're out like entertaining people.
It's often in the smaller cons that I do. Like, I can't at the moment because I'm working a different job. But the Creed cons. Lovely fella that I've worked for a few times now, and they've asked me to host it some more. Great. I'd like to think that the reason that he pulls me in is because people walk away with good memories. They've had fun, whether that's at the very start of the day when people have arrived half an hour early and there's that like 200 queue of people. I walk the queue and say hello to people. I make sure that they get that little bit of Joker in before they've even arrived so that they've not just stood there and done nothing. And the amount of people, like the cosplay guests, that literally will sit on a table and be like, hey, here's a picture of me. And yeah, even when they're like, oh, here's a picture of me, it's super sexy. Great. People have paid for, softcore porn of you. And you've signed it.
Softcore porn of you, I like that. But genuinely, I get what you mean. I personally, I don't like sitting behind a table for an entire event. If anything, I'm less at the table than I am stomping around. I'm literally stomping around all the time, and that's basically the reason I'm there. The only reason the table is there is to keep all my stuff there, show people who I am, take a break behind, and occasionally just chill there while relaxing and get to talk to people. But I don't. I've been told I should sell prints, but I don't want to sell prints. I don't think people want a print of the Iron Warriors. That's why I made T-shirts. That's why I made T-shirts. People like T-shirts. I haven't sold T-shirts at events. I sell them online, but still.
True story. A couple of friends of mine got invited to guest at a Harry Potter con. Now, it was a little, I'll not say the name of it because I'm going to badmouth it. It was a little shitty Harry Potter con. They got asked because one of them had been an extra in Harry Potter and she had a few Harry Potter cosplays. And they were running a competition where if you paid £1, you got a ticket, you could win personalised Harry Potter robes. By the end of the con, Wand Pocket was a running joke. Wand Pocket. Wand Pocket. Exactly. Wand Pocket. Because I literally stood behind the table, and every person that walked by was like, how would you like to win yourself a personalised set of robes? It's got this, and of course it's got its Wand Pocket. Every single person. And we sold at least a couple of tickets to almost every single person, and every single person ran making me smile. I think they made about 350 quid on that con. from a pound ticket.
Let's make
Wasn't
that a
off
thing
the-
in chat. Everyone just like cancel lock, just wand pocket.
One pocket.
Also, Alfeld, yeah, exactly. Iron Warrior body pillows. That's what I need to start getting into. You already have a t-shirt. Thank you, Alfeld. I remember you have a t-shirt. I love that you have a t-shirt. I love that. I'm going to see you wearing it on stream at some point, and I'm going to be like, hey, it's my t-shirt. Although, what's really cool is on Alfeld's stream, when I go to her stream, I'm a VIP because I helped her set up her OBS and stuff. So I was like, make me a VIP. She was like, okay. She made me
I'm worried about
VIP. Honestly, look at that wand pockets in the chat. I love it. Con-wide memes are the best. Absolutely, honestly, it's great. It's great. My favorite self-designated VIP. Hell yeah. Why not? I was like, we have been at this OBS for hours. I demand a tiny icon next to my name on Twitch. I love it. Right, more questions. You know what? Right, since we're on this kind of, like we've done we've had some good laughs, stuff like that. But I'd love to sort of get a bit more on the serious side of things if I can as well.
Ask me what the worst thing about cosplay is.
Oh, okay, yeah, literally, that's what I was about to do. I was literally leading into that. I was like, we've done all the fun stuff and everything.
Serious.
But
I'm
what's
very
your
sorry.
least?
I'm about to destroy the mood.
Like, what's your least favorite part about cosplay?
Getting sexually assaulted as the Joker and people laughing it off.
I remember that. I had a feeling that was going to be what you were going to say, and I remember that, and that was not okay. That
because
was not okay.
I've raised it to people, and it's a joke. They kind of, I mean, who sexually assault you?
I get you.
Not gonna lie, when I was, a few kilograms lighter, my ass looked good in the Joker suit, and the amount of people, and I'm talking women, all women, who would come up for a photo, they would put their arm around me, and they'd make sure that they'd get some ass as they walked away. And it was one specific MCM that really kind of started off. And the first time it happened, I was just like, oh, maybe that was just a bit of an accident, and they were a bit nervous. And then the second time, third time, fourth time, 8 times it happened in a day. Whereas I was getting my ass grabbed. And I was just a bit like, this is uncomfortable because I can't go anywhere. I can't get these people kicked out because they can moan and whatever about it and just say, oh well, I've not done anything, and it was just super uncool. And that shit happens, and people just don't care. Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
No. I get what you mean. Honestly, put a taser in your back pocket. Nate says. No, I get what you mean. But I have a feeling though. This was quite a while back. I have a feeling though, if that happened to you, let's say that happened to you now. Let's say this weekend was a sci-fi weekend or something, or an event. Insert name of event here, and that happened to you. What would you do differently?
And that happened to me now, sorry.
Yeah, and that happened to you now. Because I have a feeling you would... Because obviously you said you were a couple of kilograms lighter, your ass looked better, whatever. But you were also... That was quite a while ago, if I'm right in saying.
To be fair, it was second year of me jokering, so we're talking a good few years ago.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter how many years ago. It still happened. It's still wrong that it happened. But what would you do now if, like...
Do you know what? I hate to say it, and I hate myself for saying it. I'd still just be appalled, but do nothing.
Fair.
Because I don't feel...
I was genuinely just interested in seeing what you would say.
I don't feel like there is a safe course of action to go down in that. I feel like I'm going to come off as the bad guy no matter what I do.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
If they come through, put their hand around me, and as they move their hand away, they get a good old slide of ass. I genuinely feel like that, the most I could do is be like, that wasn't appropriate. And they'd be like, what wasn't appropriate? I haven't done anything.
No, I get what
I mean, bearing in mind, when I start the whole Joker thing and the whole dipping thing where I would ask people if they're okay with me dipping them, because it's a whole like Joker thing.
I know there's a bunch of lovely ladies that I know and a bunch of lovely guys I know who have pictures with you being...
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity dipper. I will dip anyone.
Oh,
I have dipped a very heavy person, and I don't mean fat. They were in full metal armor at the time because they walked up to me and said, "I bet you can't dip me," and I did, and it was.
Put your back out.
I have had people. It's all very cosplay. People have said this, whatever, who have complained because I've asked if I can dip them.
Well, you asked if
Not
you could dip
because
them.
not because I've dipped them. They have complained because I've asked if I can dip them.
That's madness.
Yeah.
That's mad. Nate the Chill Hound said, sadly, yeah, a lot of us can't do or say anything. And Casual Prop says, because that shit's not cool. And it is not, it's not cool.
I mean, okay, right. While we're on the deep stuff, I'll tell you the worst story I've got.
While we're on the deep
and
web.
this really is, and I'm very sorry, guys, but this is 100% true. Can be backed up by a few people that were there. One of the gigs that I did, I was in a giant Lego man. If you type in Lego Man Area 51 in Google, type in Lego Man Area 51, it is a Lego man on stilts.
Yep.
Giant foam Lego man. We were at a retro style club. I don't want to say the name just in case. But a retro style club.
Just in case.
Funnily enough, me and the lad that I was working with had a conversation with the girl that was flyering about essentially like sexual abuse and how it happens to guys just as much as it happens to girls. Except when it happens to a girl in a club, the girl can nod at a bouncer and the guy will get kicked out. When it happens to a guy in a club, nothing. We'd had an interesting conversation, and it wasn't quite as simple as that. I just, don't pin me down to that. Don't cancel me. And we'd been out on stilts for a few minutes, probably about 10 minutes, not straight. I don't want to think it was straight away. The world isn't quite that evil. And there was a group of about 5 women. And one of them broke off from the group, literally walked straight up to me while I was in this Lego man costume and said, "I wonder if he's a real man," and reached under the costume and grabbed my dick and balls. And fondled. It wasn't just like oh, that's funny. And fondled. And she then stopped, walked back to her friends. They were all having a good giggle. The lady who we'd been talking to, who was flying with us, was so shocked she didn't really know what to do. Until that same woman came back to do it again so that they could take a picture of it. And she thankfully stepped in front of them because I can't talk. I've got a huge Lego head.
You're literally on stilts and stuff, and that is,
she steps in front of them and said something along the lines of, "There's a person in there. What do you think you're doing?" She then giggles it off, walks back to her group of friends, who are then allowed into the club that we are there for, straight past the bouncer who has seen all of this. And that is what it's like being a guy. We got down from the stilts, and the woman was there who with the flyer, apologizing because she couldn't stop it, and obviously it wasn't her fault at all, so we were absolutely fine. It was just kind of this happens to us all the time. Man
alive. I remember you saying that story. You've told me that story. You've also told me about the Joker one as well, and just like the life of a performer is, obviously filled with like a lot of ups and downs and stuff, but then to hear that it's happened like as often as it does, it's it's I
mean, so we have a chimp costume, Area 51.
You have several, don't you?
Yeah, I think we've got 6.
Yeah, the monkeys are bowler hats.
I'm sorry if I'm bringing this down. I don't think I'm bringing this down. It's not like it's like fucked me up. I've had worse.
Oh no! Everyone in chat understands. People are saying, people are agreeing with you. Yeah. Also, thank you, Kenos Cosplay. I hope I'm saying that right for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
But yeah, we have chimp costumes, and as a common rule, we don't. Well, I say we. Area 51 doesn't allow women in the chimps, not because of any sexist reasons. It's because when you're a chimp, you instantly have no boundaries, and that is just what you are. Because you are running up to people and you're grabbing people and whatever. If you're being really cheeky, you're like fake humping them and things like that. And let's just say this: I have had someone in a nightclub come up to me, go like this after I'd chimp dancing around them, and this chimp mask is super realistic.
No. Trust me, they're hyper realistic. It's terrifying how real they are.
Bearing in mind at this point, I'm stood up, so I'm 6'2" over this girl, who put one arm hand behind me, pulled me in, one hand dick and balls, and whispered in my ear, "Come back when you take the mask off."
What? Okay. What? Mm. Alrighty then. To quote Ace Ventura. What the hell?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
madness. That I
It's
didn't know.
mental.
I didn't know that one. That one's new to me.
Yeah, that's just the chimps. Like it's one of those things. Like they
That's
don't get me wrong,
insane.
it's so much fun being the chimp, and
Oh yeah, I've seen the chimps do their
horrible.
stuff. It's hilarious.
It sounds horrible, and I hope, God, if worse things happen down the line, this is never legally held to me. But there is almost a lowering of your personal barriers a little bit because you are a cheeky chimp and you're
Because
going
you're a
for it
cheeky
and doing
chimp.
it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I get you. I get you. I get you.
But there are some times where you're just like, I've pretend humped your leg. That doesn't mean you need to try and like actually hump my face.
I get what you mean. I get it. Casual
Yeah.
Prop said, I've known some bouncers and shit like this is way too common and nobody feels like it's their place to do anything. But you know, since we're on the sort of since we're on this sort of we've done. Don't get me wrong, the stream will come, like we'll carry on and stuff. It's great. It's not a problem. Because there's always, like as I said, I always ask those two questions: your favorite part of cosplay, your least favorite part of cosplay. There's always a good side and bad side to anything and everything, including performing, being an entertainer, like Adam. But like, does being the center of attention, like being the center of attention, the funny man, having to be on all, kind of all the time, and that kind of stuff, does that have like any effect on your mental health or anything like that? Like in terms of.
I mean, it's draining. It is draining. There's been multiple times at. I mean, there's been multiple times at Sci-Fi's where I've finished a full day, and it sounds really stupid. And I know the natural response is like, "Oh, we'll get a bit of a thicker skin," but like one thing can happen that can cause you to spiral because you're in
Yeah,
such a like high fly mode,
yeah,
and one little thing can happen, and you can spiral really, really hard.
yeah.
And I mean,
I cannot agree
I
more.
have I've suffered with depression a few times, and it's super sucks. And my mental health is wobbly at best at most times when I'm not on. That's the stupid thing. It's a little bit like a drug. When I'm on stage, I'm on,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. No,
I am.
trust me. I've seen you do your work, and it is amazing.
It's that I could be having the worst day of my life, but boom, I am on, and it's the biggest injection of the best drug you can imagine, kind of thing. And then it hit hard, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Just over the last like few days of thinking about being on here and I did an interview a few days ago and a few interviews like that, and I'm kind of like, I'm a nobody. I'm not funny. I don't do this. I've just talked a bit on stage. So why the hell, like? And it's really like I've spiraled hard before, like, and spiraled hard.
Well, dude, you say
Um,
that right? My viewer count normally. We were discussing this. I've discussed this after stream with my mods and stuff. Like viewer counts go up and down. We're currently at over 30 viewers currently, and it is fantastic because it's nice to see the amount of people coming out to support you, and not only that, but to support me at the same time. And it really means a lot to have that many people. If you guys haven't followed yet, if you're new to the stream and you want to follow, please have a follow, and it will automatically give you notifications when I go live. Also, join the Discord and follow my socials. That would be really, really awesome. Also, the wonderful JimCredible socials as well: JimCredible Entertainment and JimCredible Cosplay. You absolute legend. But yeah, mental health. Don't get me wrong, especially with that one thing. I've been in my Space Marine, right? I've walked around an event, I've had loads of pictures taken, I've been like high as a kite in terms of adrenaline and, happiness and being genuinely just like the best thing. And then someone can just say one little thing to you. And not just like a oh, that's not very good. Not that. I'm saying like they'll say something to you that really just drives that knife in a little bit,
yeah,
and it can bring you down for the whole day. It can fuck you up for the whole day, and it is horrible. It is
yeah.
absolutely awful.
Like the amount of times it really is stupid. Kind of. I mean, the amount of shit that I think anyone's taken you can, you just learn to take it. You just learn to take that kind of crap. But yeah, especially when you're like super high. I remember at Sci-Fi, the last Sci-Fi we were at, Great Yarmouth. I was outside talking to a few guys, and there was just this one person who was being super crazy off with me. And I'm going to be honest, my ego is blown up at Sci-Fi massively.
Well, it does for everyone at Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is amazing. Sci-Fi literally makes you feel on top of the world.
And yeah, I was outside chatting to people, and just one person was being super off with me, and I had to stop and just be like, I've got to ask, like, do you have a problem with me? Because that's how I'm feeling right now. And she's like, yeah, absolutely. So why is that? Oh, cheers.
Some guy called Iran Warrior. Cosplay redeemed hydrate because I'm really bad at reading people's names.
Yeah, do you have a problem with me? Like, because I'd like to think that I'm sure there are people. In fact, I know there are people at Sci-Fi Weekender that don't like me, but that's fine. Everyone's gonna like me.
I know what you mean.
Or my way of or my way of anything. Some people aren't going to get, like my quiz we were talking about earlier, some people aren't going to get that I'm being massively sarcastic and satirical about everything. When I do the whole, like, I don't give a crap about what the real answer is, of course I give a crap. The minor OCD side is hurting every time I take a joke. And every time I make a mistake on an answer, I'm inside going, oh my God, of course it was that. And outside I'm going, ha ha ha, obviously I'm right with what's up here. Ha ha ha, yes. 3 + 3 is 7. That's what it says on the board. I've made a mistake like that, but that's a separate point.
It's great though. It's great though, because like the confidence you have when you do fuck up on stage, like if you get something wrong, the confidence you have to just lasso the audience back on is just so good.
You get that confidence, right?
Go on.
Constant fuck ups.
Oh, dude. Absolutely. Honestly. Yeah. Dude, do you know what's really funny? I went back the other night and I was by myself and I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to go to my Iron Warrior Cosplay YouTube and I'm going to watch my first stream. And I watched my first stream. Good God, was I awful at this. Like, I was terrified. Everything had to be perfect. Everything had to be there. And if something went wrong, I would panic. And then after stream, I'd kick myself really hard for it and that kind of stuff. Now, I'm like, whoops. And even better, I have a technical difficulty screen now from The Simpsons. And it's an Iron Warrior helmet on a drunk cameraman. I saw
that last stream was streamed before, something like that. Yeah.
Because the audio screwed up, my microphone disconnected, so I just went. I went straight to technical difficulties, and people loved it, and it's funny and it's great. And when we came back, I just brushed it off as it was nothing because it was hilarious. Don't get me wrong. For the VOD, when I uploaded it to YouTube, I did delete that bit out and just started the stream properly, but it's still,
I have a phrase that I stick with, especially for hosting cons. And I mean, it can work with hosting anything. Maybe not hosting corporate stuff, but that's a different world. Professionally unprofessional. That's my
unprofessional.
Professionally unprofessional. Because, like I said, with my hosting style, I'm not hosting. I'm talking to the audience. The audience is one person I'm having a conversation with, and I'm a person. You're a person. If something goes wrong. The way I feel is, if I was in that audience, I'd want to know what was going wrong because that would make the whole thing seem more human.
Yep.
And I feel more connected. So I get the show. So I'm in the show. It's why, although they hate me doing it, I talk to the sound guys and the lighting guys.
Yeah. It's funny though.
The backstage kind of professionalism where you can either go for everything's running perfect, and I love Sci-Fi Weekender, but nothing runs perfect. It is 3 days of just go. Yeah.
Like, I've been backstage with Professor Elemental before we went on, because I performed as Very Mental for the Sci-Fi Weekender 8. And it's when my suit got stolen. It's when my Very Mental suit got stolen. I was heartbroken about
Very Mental suit got stolen?
Dude, my Very Mental suit got stolen at Sci-Fi Weekender. At Sci-Fi Weekender 8.
Backstage.
No, it was in our room. It was in our room. We hung it up, and we came back and to pack up, and it was gone. It vanished. We were living in a flat with a few other people, including DJ Leroy, and DJ Leroy was like, "No, we've not been here. We've been away doing stuff and like whatever." And I was like, "So none of us are in the house." But someone went down there, and yeah, my suit was gone. It kind of sucks. It had my Cogs badge and everything on it, and my pipe. But hey, it happens. But I'm looking for a new suit and stuff now, so I can go back and start doing that because that's part of it. We have something from Daniel Theophani says, I wear a cosplay. Sense of self-worth is something people struggle with. To be able to brush off with comments is something I have to yet to work out how to get past on my own. I get like comments can be quite hard and like reading some stuff can be a bit shitty, especially online.
Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, dude, and to anyone here, like when you're on like streams or on stage or anything like that, comments are so easy to brush off. Anyone can say anything you want because at the end of the day, you've got a microphone and you can just turn around and say, fuck you. And that's like great. Instant laugh is an easy laugh. And I hate doing it, but boom. You just said the wittiest thing in the world and the audience have laughed. I can just go,
yeah, and then the audience laughed back. I love that.
Fuck you. Boom. Audience is back on my side. I've got a microphone. Real world, I mean, yeah, people are going to be shit. And am I like tossing and turning about what I could have said to that person for 6 hours after I get off stage? Absolutely. Am I going to show people that? No, I'm just going to get drunk and have fun instead. That's
why Exeter Cosplay said, this is why I need vodka and my blue eye slushy to deal with people at most cons with you, bro. But honestly, in terms of like, bad comments, doing stuff live like this and going on stage and all that, fuck ups happen. I mean, look at John Robertson, the dark room, right? The amount of times the dark room has crashed on his laptop.
Oh God,
it's amazing how he comes back from that. Is so I would be panicking if that happened. He seems so cool.
So from Amdram, when I used to do Amdram, I've always said the difference between a good show and a great show. A good show, and obviously both of these are great. A good show is every single person has remembered every single one of their lines and done it perfectly.
Yeah.
Great. That's what we aim for. We're all people. That's not going to happen. A great show is when people have fucked up throughout and the audience don't know.
Yes.
Or, my experience, the way that I think professionally unprofessional, is when people have fucked up and the audience have still had a great time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are times when things go wrong, certain things go wrong, and the audience know nothing. There's a fine line between things going wrong and making a joke out of it, and things going wrong and you avoiding talking about it on stage.
You have to avoid talking about it like at all costs. Also, yeah, Lynette Cosplay. Yeah, actually, yeah, that happened to my Professor Very Mental suit. I actually need to get another suit. The trousers I know where to get. The jacket, on the other hand, was actually a vintage jacket I managed to find and get altered. But yeah, sadly that happened. But it happens. Don't worry, it happens. I can always sort that out. Oh, Barry the Cactus. Sorry, hydrate 250. Oh, we're gonna fine. Why not?
Oh, dear me.
Thank you, Barry. What a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Oh, and Windrunner. All you need to say to them is, you can judge me when you can make it.
Yeah, also Alfhild, yeah, exactly. Online, it's always the profile with no cosplay pics at all. I think they can. Yeah, I absolutely get you.
As someone who has failed miserably at making so many things, I now avoid judging. When I'm going to admit, when I first started, I was at bell end. As being like,
wait, what was?
Because I had my Joker suit, which was made by a suit maker, and I never was quiet about that. It was made by someone else. I do my makeup. I'm still terrible at makeup. I'm trying to make it look good, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of walked in with a little bit of my farts don't stink and look how amazing I am and blah, blah, blah. And that got me where I am and it's all good and whatever. But now I'm thoroughly on the side of make whatever the fuck you want, make it however bad or good or whatever. If you finished it and looked at it and gone, this is the best I can do, look at this. How amazing am I? And you've got a smile on your face. Fucking A. But yeah, if someone messages you, if someone like messages any cosplayer and is just like, you've done this wrong.
Oh, I
Like,
love doing that voice. It's what I call the anoraks. The anoraks, like, oh, your cosplay hasn't quite come out the way you wanted because that's incorrect. And it's like, dude, it's like, I'm trying. Oh, the half-assed Avengers,
story,
absolutely. The half-assed Avengers, they're the
true
best.
story, as I'm talking about. I only see your name pop up just because it's that kind of like, oh, random Instagram person. Yeah. When you posted your, hey, who wants to see the Slaneshi shield? I was like, Slaneshi shield? But like, Valkyrie's corn, what the hell? And then I Googled it and was like, oh, it's from a bloody Slaneshi demon.
Yeah.
That's in the shield.
Yeah, the demon's head, and that's why it's got the tongue and the eyes and stuff. Yeah.
I'm genuinely wondering if someone messaged you and was like, she's corn. I think you'll find out.
Ranger Creek does that voice too. Ranger Creek does that voice too. Casual Prop says same here, and also he is here. He has been here for some time, but the Galactic Elephant, praise be unto him. It's a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine called Hot Rod Welder. He's changed his name to Galactic Elephant Live, and I now go the Galactic Elephant, praise be unto him, and I do this. I don't know why I do this. It's just a religious thing. It's funny.
Yes, the half. They literally have made an Oh my god! I knew it. Genius. Yes, nerds.
A billion people.
Oh, nerds.
Really? Did they have they actually?
The half-assed Avengers are on Facebook, and they make being half-assed full-assed.
Yeah, and it's amazing. They're beautiful human beings. I love every one of them.
They're all such nice guys, and they do helmets out of paper mache, and just like they do everything in the cheapest way possible, and it's hilarious.
One of them was dressed as Captain America, and he had those cheap white breathing masks sprayed silver on his knees. He had a toy Captain America shield. He had a colander on his head with two pieces of rope coming off the handles with an A on it. He had like a blue morph suit that he'd like painted bits on or whatever, and he had yellow wellies as well. When he sat down on the couch when we were doing the panel, it was me with Daniel's sword, and we were all chatting and stuff. His wellies were still wet from the spray paint they'd used that morning. That's how half-assed they are. Genuinely the best guys. They are the nicest group of people ever. Yeah. We have some other questions as well. Lynette Cosplay says, question to both. Oh, there's a question for you and me. There's always a good and bad side to things, but what's been your best / most memorable impromptu moment, either hosting or cosplay?
Wow. Oh, right. There's two, but one of them I can't remember his bloody name. It's really annoying. Because I'm terrible with names. One thing, I am terrible with names. If I've ever met you, I've probably forgotten your name, and I'm so sorry. I think my head is just full of names, and they're just in one ear out the other. I'm so sorry.
Oh, the build-off? Yeah, the build-off was amazing.
Hosting-wise, Christopher Judge was at one of the Sci-Fis, and I had a bit of a sit down. And I don't pull many strings. I'm not that guy. I don't like to be a dick. People don't believe it. But when Christopher Judge was there, who, Teal'c from SG-1 and the voice of Kratos, I basically was like, hey, so I'm going to interview him, and if anyone has a problem, I'm just not going to do the event, by the way. So that's happening. Like, no one else is going near that. It's mine. Side point, before we did the interview, I spoke to him and was like, is there anything we can't talk about? And he was like, well, you can't talk about this. And you can't talk about this. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I didn't really, I knew about those, but whatever. And then he's like, oh, and then obviously we can't talk about the Stargate SG-1 reboot. And I was like, okay, I won't talk about it. I didn't know that was happening, but great. Had him on stage, and the interview was going okay. He was a little bit cold. I was trying, and I tried constantly to try and get a little bit more out of him and just try and warm him up, because that's what we do with sci-fi. We want that kind of celebrity who's going to drink a drink and be able to have fun. And I asked him a question, and I forget the exact way I worded it now because it was so just took me aback how he said it. And it was something about, how you're enjoying the UK. What would you say is better about the UK? What's worse about the UK? Blah, blah, blah. And he would just turn around and went, how do y'all take a poop in the toilets? And I was like, what? It's like, well, your water's like really low down. So how'd you like aim your poop? And you're just really good at aiming your poop.
What?
And I was like, what? It's like, yeah, well, like American toilets have really high water. You just, poop into and flush the toilet. That's it. But every time I seem to miss with my poop. And I was like,
What?
okay, I'm talking about poop to Kratos on stage here. What the hell is happening with my life?
Okay. That's an interesting one. That's mad.
The other, like, really random one, it was the guy from Spartacus, the one who's got a damaged eye, and I forget his name.
Oh, someone in chat might know. I'm blanking right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. Honestly, terrible with names.
Someone will Google it and they will tell us in chat.
I just seen it. Yeah, I'd literally just seen Spartacus, and I'd love the series. It's a great series.
Extra Cosplay, dude, you video called him to us.
Oh yeah, I did that as well. Extra Cosplay's child is Atreus, and I made him while on stage say boy. Yeah,
boy.
Side point.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so I wasn't even working at this convention. I'd done my kind of, I'm going to talk my way through areas because I'm the Joker and no one says no to me when I'm the Joker because I just walk like a steam train through things.
Oh, dude, I do the same with Space Marine.
Walking through this area at the same time stopped me for a picture as I was the Joker. And I was just like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can have a picture if you want. I suppose like I'll have a picture as well while you're here, trying to be as cool as hell while I'm like, people are paying like £40 for you to be here.
I love that. Honestly, so my memorable moment. Do you know what? I have a billion. There's so many. What were you saying? That's really hot. Yeah, probably. His lovely lady friend is
Naomi right here. I will put her on stream and she'll be embarrassed.
Hey, there's Naomi. There's a little hand waving. Everyone wave. I would say, what's so good about the most memorable impromptu? When you say like impromptu, well, impromptu. Well, there's so many. Well, let's see. I've chatted to Hodor. I've met the guy who played Jigsaw in the Saw movies. That was really fun. You're popping to the loo. He's breaking the water seal. Do you know there is a lot of stuff I've done, and a lot of people I've met and stuff as well. But I'm trying to figure out now if like the best. Oh, performing with Professor Elemental at Sci-Fi Weekender. I'd already performed with him once, and then he asked me whether I would like to go and perform with him at Sci-Fi Weekender. That's definitely one of my many like impromptu highlights, and like one of the amazing stuff I've done. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. I mean, a lot of you guys know, you follow my page and stuff. There's a lot of stuff I have done. I've met Danny John Jules, as I said, and I've met obviously list of celebrities. I could just keep listing and everything. But yeah, like obviously, there was Brand. There was, being with, as I was saying just now, Adam, before while you were away, being with Professor Elemental performing at Sci-Fi Weekender. That was a lot of fun. You've muted yourself. Oh, I thought you muted yourself. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. There you go. You're back.
I'm here. I didn't
There
hear
you
you.
go. You're back.
No.
You're back.
Yeah, I was assuming you could hear me pee. I'm going to be honest.
I love that. Hold on. I'm just having to.
On your phone?
It's the mods chat, and they're currently having a conversation in the stream chat, and I'm having to scroll and find questions, and it's they're chatting to each other because they're a couple, and it's like, please stop! I'm trying to just Warp Raven, just pop in and say hi, hey, Warp Raven, love you, Warp Raven, you're awesome. The Galactic Elephant live, the Galactic Elephant, praise be unto him. Question for both of you: what's the worst situation that you've turned around and made excellent a con? Your turn first, Mr. Jim Quizzical.
CovCon. And depending on who you ask, I was either a legend or a CUNT. Yeah, legendary. So I don't know what had happened to their stage. I went in my pineapple suit, and I've got to admit, some of the best pictures of my pineapple suit are me at that convention. And it was a shitstorm. I'd paid to be there because I was off doing a gig afterwards. So I'd gone and was like, hey, this would be great. And yeah, and I went there, and there was a couple of people that I've worked with before who were there, and they were doing an okay job kind of organizing the cosplay stuff. And there's a few cosplay there, but it wasn't just the cosplay guests. Like, they'd got acts on the stage that were taking up too much time, and they were running out of time to do things, and then they didn't know what was going on stage, and it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And I couldn't hold myself anymore, and I literally just had to be like, I'm solving this situation now. Like, I don't care who is in charge. And someone was just like, I'm running this, and I was like, I'm in charge now. Like, I'm not joking. I'm in charge now. I'm running this, and I'm going to make it work. And I literally dragged it across the finish line. And yeah, because of that, the next time CovCon came around, I got a call and was like, hey, you want to do the hosting things? And I was like, yes. Like, seriously, what the frick happened last time? And it was really sad to watch, and I'm so happy. But yeah, anyway, what's yours?
Rubbish Speaker says, where are you broadcasting from? You look very cold. Adam looks really, really hot. I'm broadcasting from my workshop, and I am freezing cold. I am literally the coldest right now. And also there's Adam being incredibly hot. I have good old Bessie next to me, my old vintage 3-bar gas heater, and it's doing fine. I'm very toasty. I lay it up. I look like a hobo, and I love it. It's literally the best. So yeah, what's the worst situation that you've turned around and made excellent at a con? God, there's been a few. We were at a convention once. It was quite a small convention. It was Swansea Convention, and I was there as the commander to Ghostbusters, and I was there with a few Ghostbuster guys of mine, and the Iron Hobo, a few Ghostbuster friends of mine, and they ran up and they were like, 2 of our panels are gone. Like, we haven't got anyone for the. Oh, it's like 1 of our panelists is gone, or someone didn't turn up, and they were like, we haven't got anyone. We need to fill this slot, and they was like, can you do anything? And I turned around and I was like, yeah, sure. And out of my ass, I pulled this amazing little sort of Q&A thing where I took off all my Ghostbusters kit and put it on a table. My belt, my proton pack, the overalls, the elbow pads, everything except for my boots, obviously. So I'm chilling there. I'm in my civvies, and we were in front of this crowd, and we were just saying, right, this is it. We went through the whole thing, named everything on the proton pack, all that kind of stuff. And then I was like, and now we're going to get someone up onto stage, and I'm going to kit them up. And I got some poor girl up onto stage and made her put on my overall. Well, not made her. She volunteered. She put her hand up, so I picked her. So the thing is, the smaller, the funnier. Because I'm 6'2" and I'm built like a brick shithouse. Like, I'm quite wide chested and wide backed, and my overalls are huge, like quadruple XL American overalls, because I needed the belt to fit and I needed it to not be super tight, so I needed it a bit loose and stuff. So I bought those, and she came up and she was like 4 foot something, and I put my overalls on her, and they were too big for her, rolled the sleeves up, put the elbow pads on her, the proton pack, put that on her. She could barely stand. It was really funny. We had a good laugh, and I explained everything, and she got to turn the pack on and like use it and stuff like that, and it was so much fun. That's probably one of quite a crappy situation that was happening at this convention, where the organizers are panicking, and it got to the point where we had done the panel and they were like, yeah, that was a great panel, you may have slightly run into the next person's panel time. And I'm like, you didn't give me a time, you just told me to fill a space. You could have come in and been like that or something, and I would have done it, but I just carried on.
I've had that times where people have been like, can you go on stage and fill time? And I'm like, okay, I'll just keep filling. And they're like, you're now 20 minutes after when the next thing should be on. Well, tell me when I should finish then. Don't just say fill time, because I will just keep filling time.
It's true, though. It is true, though. We have one from Rubbish Speaker. Rubbish Speaker. I've already read that one. My apologies. Here we go. We have Percussion Bird. Hi, it's Kate, Ray Cosplay, Weekender. Is there any time you've had an interviewer interview where the guest is very, very drunk. It's normally Adam that's very, very drunk. But yeah, have you had a guest that's very, very drunk? And I think you have.
No, it's daytime, and I try and stay at least partially sober for that. No, the worst interview that I ever had was the comic artists at Sci-Fi Weekender. Cheers.
Thank you, Barry, you legend.
Through no fault of my own, it had been put as a like self time on the main stage to have the comic artists, which is a terrible fucking idea. I love the guys. Never give them a fucking microphone at any time, let alone their own microphone on main stage. They're abusive, they're on PC, they're just there to piss people off and do whatever the fuck they want, because that's what they do. That's why they're famous. They've been able to like piss people off and do whatever they want and make a living out of it. And so within about 30 seconds of those guys being on stage, I was just like, I need to go on stage right now, and I need to go and interview these guys. And I'm not a comic book expert, so it's not like I can just like pull out my arse interesting questions. And just many just so they kept going, was it void bastards, space bastards, space bastards, and I was like, okay, that's the thing. Do you want to explain what it is? Or it's space bastards? Okay, would you want to tell the audience what space bastards is? Well, it's space but bastards. Oh, and I was like, great, this is good.
This is content. Space bastards, yeah, of course.
There was a couple of times. Now, I'm not one to be easily offended. I'm not one to easily like tighten the sphincter for what you've just said. There are people in this world that will quite happily like judge me for things I've just said and try and the whole like cancel culture bullshit, whatever. And I can't believe I just said that. I'm not one to tighten the sphincter too hard. Yeah. There was at least 2 times where my reaction to what someone said was, "Oh, okay."
Casual props. Wand pockets.
Wand pockets.
Rubbish Speakers. I don't know who Rubbish Speakers is, but rather than talking, could you two sing the next bit? No, I don't. I think we're good. Who is Rubbish Speakers? I need to know who Rubbish Speakers is.
Rubbish Speakers. Probably. Wait. Where's the?
You can click on it. I'm trying to figure out who Rubbish Speakers is.
I can't even see Rubbish Speakers, so I'm guessing it's Matt.
Account created 10th of August.
Normally I block anyone that at any point has proven to be Matt on any stream ever.
Yeah, proven to be Matt. I like that. It's a bit like
Wand pocket. All of you wand pockets.
Everyone wand pockets. Wand pockets. I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this. In terms of like very drunk guests, didn't you say? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. There was someone who was saying like, oh, don't drink or this, that, and the other, and then they themselves were completely and utter plastered. On stage.
No, worse than that.
Come on. I mean, I'm remembering right though, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was outside having a conversation with Xander from Buffy.
Xander from Buffy! What a dick! What an absolute... Right. Before you carry on, honestly, for you guys who are at Sci-Fi Weekender, you'll know, but Xander from Buffy, what a dick! Oh my god. He went on stage with John Robertson, didn't he? He went on stage with John Robertson, and he wouldn't take part. He was a dick. And then this happened. Honest to God, you tell yours now. You tell yours honestly.
So this happened before the Xander from Buffy incident.
Warp Raven, he actually bumped into me, looked high as a kite.
I was backstage. I was with a couple of dancers actually. We were just chilling outside because warm everywhere, and realised it was Xander from Buffy. And I'm one for like not acting around celebrities like they're celebrities.
Yeah.
They're people. Why should I not just act like they're people and talk to them? Great. And just naturally in conversation, because I don't know, it was the general conversation that went up, came drugs.
Kenos, thank you so much. Kenos, thank you so much for the
And
80. I'm
like,
really bad at getting your name.
yeah, drugs came up. Um, and we were talking about,
As
how
they
much
do.
damage, how much damage we've seen them do to people. Because believe it or not, there's quite a few performers that get caught up in different drugs. They get very excited in whatever
I believe
nightclubs they're
so, Warp
working.
Raven. I believe so.
Yeah, it's all very shit, frankly. And he turned around and said about how he avoids everything because he's seen too many too many actors who've gone down that line, and it's ruined their careers and it ruins them as a person, and it's just so depressing to watch. Blah 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 blah. And it was a very, I say blah 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 blah. It was a very interesting conversation to have. Like most conversations that I have with celebrities, I'm acting cool on the inside. I'm going, oh my god,
Yeah, dude. Same. Like, exactly the same.
every time. True story. Side point. The first time that I spoke to John, as like a person, I took the piss out of him backstage. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I took the piss out of him being in a corset. And I just remember him being slightly taken aback and then being like, oh, fuck you then. And being like, oh, yeah, I'll speak to you like a person. And then inside, I genuinely wanted to, like, weeaboo fan that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And just like, I love you, and I've seen your show like 4 times, and
Yeah.
you're amazing.
Yeah.
But you wear a corset. I mean, how well does that fit you anymore? Because,
Yeah, I honestly, meeting him for the first time was also like amazing. I honestly,
yeah, and then Nikki Brendan went on stage, and I can neither confirm nor deny that he was on any illicit substances because I didn't watch him take anything. I didn't see him take anything, but he definitely acted like he was on something. And he was on stage with John, who is very funny and just amazing.
Very quick-witted, funny, incredibly awesome. He's an insult comic, if I'm right. Is his actual title? He's awesome.
All he could get through his mind was that he wasn't the center of attention, and he didn't like this.
No.
So he started trying to bugger John on stage, and the rest is history because John then spent like 15 minutes at the start of his act ripping the shit out of him the next day.
Yeah. So the following day, also hail hydrate. The next day, the next night even, when it was the dark room and the dark room was going on, just as the dark room started, normally it was like these graphics go up and it's like, you awake to find yourself in a dark room, and it's really cool and it's his face and it's all cool. And they happened, and John Robertson came out and he was in character, but then for a split second he just went and stopped and went, wow, Xander from Buffy's a dick. Like, what a cunt. And he just went on this massive rant about it at the beginning of his show and then went back into character and then did it. And even added a bunch of random, like, quotes and stuff into it. He was doing it. He was
I believe his favorite phrase was the 4th most popular person on a 4-person show.
Yeah, absolutely. Honest to God.
Yeah.
There are moments from Sci-Fi Weekender. I wish Sci-Fi Weekender was constantly filmed. Like, I wish the stage was just continuously filmed. All the time.
Like a proper BBC One, like, behind-the-scenes interview thing.
Honestly, it would be amazing. But yeah, so Xander from Buffy, what a wanker. Anyway.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I do have 1 or 2 more questions from you.
Side point, by the way. Side point about Xander from Buffy that no one else knows because I managed to overhear this conversation. We borrowed him from another con. I want to say it was a Scotland con. I forget exactly which one it was. And he needed to leave to go and get a flight to be at that con because that was part of the deal, that he'd do this one, then that one, and I think they shared the flight or something like that. He refused to leave Sci-Fi. He wanted to stay and, like, enjoy the party and everything like that. Yeah.
Pretty Kitty Fire says Andrew Lee Potts.
Picked him out of Sci-Fi to put him on a plane to get him to his next con.
Honestly. Also, Pretty Kitty Fire says Andrew Lee Potts.
Andrew Lee Potts. Yeah, he's a guy.
Pretty good.
He's also a guy.
He's also a chap.
He is also a guy.
Just
I will say no more
Yeah.
or no less.
Yeah.
He's a guy.
That's why I read it out, and I was looking at your face the whole time just now, and I was just like, come on, Adam. Come on,
Quite
Adam.
closely with him, and he might arrive at Sci-fi some more, so I can say no more or no less with him. When we're at the event, feel free to come up and speak to me in person, but I will say no more or less. He's a guy. Yeah.
I love it.
Also, Warp Raven, is there going to be a Spice Boys 2? There will be, as
absolutely.
So, slightly drunken prediction: one of the Spice Boys is going to be replaced. Yeah.
Excellent Cosplay says I have stories. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Everyone has stories from Sci-Fi Weekender, and that's what Sci-Fi Weekender is about.
You want to come on stage and be Spice Boy, because we are going to be a Spice Boy down, because one of the Spice Boys started being a dick and just won't be worked with again. That's a side point. It's none of the ones that you guys know. It's fine. It's the least popular one at Sci-Fi. It's all good.
Hey, if there's an opening, I'm just saying. I can be a spicy boy. All right, Adam, I'm going to ask you one last question, and then we've got something very, very awesome right at the end here. My question to you is, where can we find you online, you handsome bastard?
Pornhub?
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans? I should probably start an OnlyFans at this point.
Oh my God,
no, I mean, I'm on Facebook. It's JimCredible. If you want to grab me on, Facebook, I'm Adam Colclough. If you can spell Colclough, you deserve being able to add me on Facebook. I know we talked about like mental health and all the shitness like earlier, and we try and joke and make it funny and whatever. But seriously, if you are having a shitty time and you need someone to talk to, please drop me a message and say I'm having a shitty time.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say I'm going to be the nicest person in the world, because that's not what you necessarily need when you're super depressed. You need someone to be like, hey, get the fuck up. Like, go get a shower. Go sort your fucking food out. Don't eat takeaway 5 days in a row. I've not done that at all. Shut the hell up.
Do you know what he's telling the truth? Because when I was kind of down, some stuff had happened. Adam had messaged me asking if I was all right, and I told him sort of in a message I wasn't sort of okay. Instantly started calling me, and I answered, and I was not okay. And he, in the nicest way, berated me in the nicest way. He was just like, "No, you are better than you're good," and he just like he threw buckets of positivity at me, and it was honestly, it was amazing. It really helped. It genuinely really helped. It was
angry positivity is best positivity.
Oh, absolutely. But seriously, it was like the nicest. He was incredibly positive. It was absolutely beautiful. Genuinely, I have had I have had such a fun time chatting to you tonight. It's been properly good. I genuinely miss you. I wish Sci-Fi Weekender came back this year, and I hope it does. I hope that Sci-Fi Weekender is going to come back in full force with Dark Room and Jolly Boat and all that fun stuff.
Partially interesting tonight for you, everyone here.
Absolutely.
I'm super sorry. I know I'm mega boring, really. I'm very sorry.
No, dude, this has been absolutely awesome. Truly an honor to get a message from Adam. Rubbish Speakers. So confirmed, we know who Rubbish Speakers is. honestly. Oh, it's okay. The announcement hasn't been done yet. So if you bear with, Percussion Bird, the announcement has not been done yet. We're wrapping up now, but if you bear with. So, genuinely, I've been looking forward to seeing you again. Hopefully we can see each other very soon. I've had, honestly, the best time talking to you here, like reminiscing about the old Sci-Fi Weekenders.
You're not working tomorrow, are you?
Say again?
You're not working tomorrow, are you?
No, I am going over to my lovely lady's house.
Good. So we can play a couple of games of Among Us with people in the chat afterwards.
Oh, by the way, ! Discord mods in the chat. If you guys jump onto Discord, there is an Iron Warrior Cosplay Discord. Be sure when you join, you'll be in the new joins. Read the message. Go to the Warhammer 40k's faction. Tell me what faction you'd like to be, and either myself or the mods can change your faction to the faction that you would like to be. And also, right at the bottom, there is an Among Us section. There is an Among Us text chat and voice chat. If you guys want to go down there and play Among Us with the wonderful JimCredible, I might join as well. I'm not going to lie, I'm starving.
None of this. Mind.
I'm starving. So, yeah,
Right.
if you guys want to do that, jump on the Discord, join it. Make sure you tell me what faction you'd like to be in the Warhammer faction selector. There is a long list there. Once you do that, join the Among Us Discord at the very bottom of the channel. There is an Among Us section. That'd be really, really awesome. We're going to play some Among Us later. So, right, Adam, JimCredible, I shall hand the floor over to you for your wonderful announcement. I shall also turn you up.
Hello,
There we
my
go.
lovelies. Hello there.
Go for it.
So, for those of you who've been holding on for like the 2 hours of this stream just for this announcement, I do apologize. I've been very boring. I tried my best to be interesting.
Stop it! You've been awesome.
Are you missing Sci-Fi Weekender?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, me too.
Very much so.
I wishing you could have a night of Sci-Fi Weekender entertainment straight to your face holes.
Absolutely.
Directly to your face holes. How would you like Sci-Fi in the night sky? That's right. Instead of doing the full day, because, you know, messing about. General Kenobi, I love that. Instead of doing the full day and messing about with everything and all the interviews and all that kind of thing, on April 16th, that's a month today. That's right. That's how well this has worked out.
Genuinely this is planning out very, very well.
We're going to do Sci-Fi in the Night Sky. What's going to happen at Sci-Fi in the Night Sky, I hear you say? That's right. I'm here to tell you. It's going to be my very crap quiz. Yeah, that's right. My funnily crap quiz. The one we were talking about earlier twice. It's so crap, it's funny and entertaining. And also hard. It's many things that are me. Hard, crap, and entertaining. Hey! We are going to have our wonderful Jolly Boat boys. They're going to come. They're going to do their classics. They're going to sing sweet songs to you over their Zoom call. And they might even interact with you a little bit. We'll see how well they are with technology. Who knows? Who knows? We're going to have Mr. John Robertson. That's right. Doing the dark room.
The dark room.
Being appalled. You're going to die. It's going to be amazing. Yes, it is. And then to finish the night off, we're going to have an hour of Level Up Leroy just dancing our way into the night with wonderful fun times. Yes, we are. He is awesome. You know he's awesome. If you don't follow him already, follow Level Up Leroy. He's the best DJ in the world. He's the best nerd DJ in the world. He's just everything you need to. The only problem compared to last Sci-Fi, we are charging for this one. It's going to be over Zoom so we can interact and have fun. It's going to be £5 to enter. We are suggesting £5 per person, but we didn't want to be that person and be like, it's got to be £5 per person. No, because we know that, you know, COVID's shit and no one likes COVID. Who wants COVID? No one fucking wants COVID. No, I've had COVID and no one wants COVID. So yeah, if families have had a hard time and they can only afford £5, pay £5. Just don't feel guilty about it. We'll give you the link. You can enjoy yourselves. If COVID hasn't been a shit time, you've been able to work and you've got a little bit more money and you want to help out performers, that's amazing. We love you. Pay £5 per person. I'm going to be putting the post up. There's no point me telling you all the links because you'll not be able to remember. But yeah, I'm going to be putting the posts up onto my personal account. I'll put it up on JimCredible. No one follows it on JimCredible. I'll put it up on my Instagram.
Also,
I'll put it up on any of the things I can post.
Send the link to me and I'll post it in my announcements tab on my Discord as well. So if you guys want to see that, it's in the announcements tab on the Discord.
Already. Got the poster.
No, I've got the poster already. I know, but I mean, like, if you the link as well, because you're gonna make an event page for it, I guess.
Yeah, so a month today, we're going to have Sci-Fi in the Night Sky. And we're going to keep it simple. We're going to have a good night of silly fun, because who wants to sit around all day and do a con of virtualness staring at a stream? No one. What we want is 4 hours of silliness and all of the sci-fi fun. Being able to maybe talk to people at times, maybe see people being silly, maybe dressing up, maybe stupid. I don't know, and that's just the quiz. So come join in. It's all going to be good times. Sci-Fi in the Night Sky. Woo, yes.
I shall be posting that in my announcements tab as well for you guys who do want to see. So if you're not part of the Discord, please join it already so that you can actually, you know, gain the benefits of joining the awesome VCs and stuff that actually go on in there.
Oh,
also...
Sorry, dude. The Cushion Bird. I don't know if it is Fiona, but I remember Fiona, and I have a thing planned for when we finally get to this Fiona. I need to speak to a few people to remember her, because, you know, Fiona didn't deserve to go, at all, and we miss her, and she'll be amazing. Sorry, Diffrig.
That's okay. If you guys jump into the Discord right now, I have posted the absolutely awesome banner. 6:30 p.m. Tickets are £5 minimum, £5 per person suggested. Paid to PayPal to Sci-fi in the night sky at gmail.com. It is exactly a month today. The awesome VC is awesome indeed, Nate the Chilvahan. It is absolutely awesome. Be sure when you join the Discord to read the new joins post that comes up above your image and everything, and also jump into the 40k faction selector so we can actually put you in to the actual... No, it's Kate. You got it wrong. It's Kate. Super special, awesome, absolutely. It's going to be absolutely awesome. It is a nice poster. It is very much a nice poster. Right, genuinely...
Angel did that poster.
From the bottom of my heart.
I say Exeter Cosplay is boinking her, so I have to say this. Angel, great poster.
Angel
fantastic,
did
everything.
An absolutely amazing poster. It is absolutely a beautiful poster. And I think if I'm right... Yes, indeed. I helped with that poster. She wanted the PNGs of all the circles. She wanted the background taken out, and I did that for her. So I also helped with the poster. So yay! But anyway, if you guys want to join the Discord, please do. And honestly, from me to Adam, thank you so much, my dude. I've properly enjoyed this. This has been absolutely amazing. Remember, if you guys want to play Among Us after this, Adam will be in the Among Us.
I'll be around. Game. Let's do this.
If you're able to play game stuff in there, that's absolutely awesome. So, honestly, thank you again for this wonderful stream. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, it is time, that time again, to raid a streamer. Now, there is a channel points that has guide the raid. If anyone wants to specifically guide the raid, please do so now. If not, I'm going to look up a streamer. And I tend to look for pretty much anything.
I want to see if my old friends with benefits is online, just because that'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah, if I'm right.
For those of you still around, a certain friends with benefits popped up randomly on my popular people, and it turns out she is a person who likes to dress skimpily on Twitch now. And I was like, oh, that wasn't you earlier.
Thank you, DC Theo Models, for the hydrate.
Love you all. You're all amazing.
If no one wants to guide the raid, that's not a problem. We will raid. Let's have a look.
Have a look. Do you want to go on Warhammer?
Let's have a look. I'm on a few things. Do you know what? Let's raid Live Action Pixel again. Live Action Pixel's a very good friend of mine. I absolutely love Live Action Pixel. He's been very, very good to me. It's a shame there's not many other people on. It's just a few other streamers that I follow, but no, like everyone has like 8K, 50.3K viewers. I don't think they would care if 28 people joined. I want someone who's genuinely going to be like, oh my god, thank you so much. Do you know what?
Feel free. Grab someone who's got like one viewer.
That's literally what I was about to say, and I'm trying to find someone with one viewer, but it's hard to do on my phone. I'm trying to find someone now, but if anyone does have anyone they'd like to suggest, please let me know. But I can't quite do it on my phone. There's not really a way of searching just that.
On a Warhammer person who's got like one viewer, 5 viewers. There's one. I've found a couple with 5.
You're gonna have to send me the link on Facebook. You know that, right? Because I can't find many people on here.
The problem is I need to make sure they're English.
Yeah, English streamer would be great. English streamer would be great. That would be fantastic. If not, we will raid Live Action Pixel again, because Live Action Pixel has been genuinely amazing to me.
Trista Bites is on. She works with... Oh no, where are we? Yeah, I've muted that. You're still with me, aren't you? You still there?
Yeah, still here.
Yeah, Trista Bites is on. I know she does stuff with John. Oh, Jacksepticeye's only got 10.9k. I mean,
only 10.9k. You know, let's do the raid. Let's raid Live Action Pixel. Let's raid Live Action Pixel again. What I'll do for next stream is I will try and find someone who has like one viewer if I can, but we shall see. So we're gonna raid Live Action Pixel. If you guys could stay in the chat, that would be awesome, because the more of you that stay in chat, the bigger the number when they arrive. If you guys could also spam the shovel emote if you have them. If not, then Iron Within in capitals would be amazing. So let's go raid. Please do me a favor and stay in the raid if you can, just to go raid him. It would mean a lot. Thank you so much from me and Adam. Bye for now. Thank you so much.